Hey.
Rolling.
What's up? Hey, welcome back to the Straight and Curly podcast. This is me, Neema, and this is my brother Omid, and he goes by Curly.
Hello.
I'm straight. It's not our sexuality, it's our hairstyle. I do that every episode. I do every single episode like that, as you already know. And if you're listening to this, sorry. But also, today we have another special guest at our table in this room. She has come all the way from the WAP Bridge. With all the dude bros and the dude bud studs. She's a storyteller, she's a comedian, she's an actor, she does everything. She's gonna talk a lot of shit like we always do on this podcast. And she's a lot to say, so please give it up for Ashley Sirianni.
Hello, internet. Oh, stop. You guys are so sweet. I'm just
Got your
adding,
white glove.
Yeah,
I'm just adding to my hair pile here.
she has a
That's
hair.
right.
If you can't, you're on audio.
No,
She's
you're all
shedding. She's shedding hair on the fucking table.
I
and
think
she's
every girl
putting a
can
pile.
relate. It's clean hair day, and it's usually a good day of just
shedding.
just a nice shed.
I feel that.
happens.
body's like, here's all the old ones.
Just get it out.
Well,
Thanks Pantene for getting rid of them.
yeah, Maybelline.
Maybelline doesn't even make shampoo, but that's
Right.
all right.
Wow.
Maybe it's
Why
Maybelline.
would you know that?
Yeah.
Why would I know that?
Maybe
You
he's
would
born
never.
with it.
Maybe
Or maybe it's Maybelline.
I don't know.
You're
That's
adorable.
excellent.
Yeah, maybe it's 2-in-1.
Oh,
I don't even know what
to
that
be
is.
a guy. To be a guy, you guys probably wash your face with shampoo, don't you?
I don't even wash my face.
See, like that's unfair to me. That's unfair to me. And your skin's beautiful.
Thank you. I shed hair though.
God.
I shed just like you because I have long hair. Like I sometimes when I gets longer, I shed.
Oh,
my
I
nails
know.
some-
I think it's normal
It's
for
it's,
humans.
it's nice
To shed?
No, it's
Yeah.
good. It's a good thing. Like I mean, not too much, but it's like wait, why is there a clump of hair coming out? This isn't right. But yeah.
Thanks
Okay.
for having me, guys. I'm really
Yeah.
happy
Thanks
to be
for
here.
being here.
For those of you who aren't watching and are listening, prior to the recording, I found out that the two people across the table from me are slightly even nuttier than I am.
What
I
does nutty
feel-
mean? If
I
you want to
feel
explain it?
I feel undermanned or something.
What does nutty mean?
I just feel like you both have a lot of screws loose,
Ooh, I love it.
but I like
The
it in a
best
weird
ones.
way where, you know, when you see, okay, I'll put it to you like this. You know, when you see a really bad car crash,
Yeah,
but you can't look away.
that's
That's how I feel about the two of you.
wow.
Like
It's a good
like
description.
a school bus on fire.
Oh my God,
That's
that's
terrible.
tragic.
No kids inside. It's not a bad situation.
It's
It's,
just
just
art.
I just
It's
can't
art.
not look away from it without just being,
Fascinating.
how did this happen? How
Yeah,
did
yeah.
these two people
Oh my God.
Yeah.
even find each other? And actually, that might be a great segue for
Oh.
That's a
perhaps you
great
could
segue.
tell us, lovely madam on the left with the vest thing that you.
Yeah, I wore a wool chest piece today.
Yeah,
Like
very nice.
it's like fucking
So you-
armor.
very
Perhaps you could tell us
podcast
how you
appropriate.
came to meet this gentleman to
You
your
know,
left.
Free Times Cafe, was it not? Back when it was. It's not that
Free
anymore.
Times.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Free
It
Times.
rings a bell.
No, it's not.
But it
That's
wasn't
not
there.
it.
It
That's
wasn't
not
there.
it. I'm lying. So
What is
that's
Free
not the
Times?
venue.
No, it was
It's not that
some
place.
random. It was a shit. It was a shit ass open mic
Yes,
downtown somewhere
yes.
in like a random bar.
What's it
whatever,
called?
or cafe. What?
It's not.
like an open mic. It wasn't an open mic. It
Tamara
was
Siobhan
was-
ran an open mic there, and
Right.
we were there together. And you came up, and you actually like were super nice. And you came up, and you just started like kind of chatting with me. Like I was
Oh.
sitting down at a table, and I had
Yeah.
never seen you
Oh,
before.
okay.
And
That's
then,
nice.
yeah,
Well, I
and
mean,
then the love just flourished. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, and then you also got me on your show too, eventually.
Oh yes, I did. Yes,
That was-
that's correct. I did.
There are many questions I'm assuming everybody and myself now have, so I'm going to speak on behalf of the audience. So you also do stand-up comedy?
I don't really. If I'm really honest with you, I don't really like do it anymore.
Okay.
Like with COVID and everything, I literally like jackknifed into the world of finance, but that we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
get
get there.
That seems like it's quite a few cocktails from now. Okay.
It's a few more bublé's down the
Two
line.
more booblers.
Right. Super fresh and nice and
We're not sponsored, by the way.
But you are
But
and
yes, at the time I
at
was
the time.
I was in comedy and
acting and stuff.
yeah.
Yes, acting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was producing and hosting my own shows.
Yeah.
And what is the show?
It's called the 5 to 9 show, where your soul comes alive. Because 9 to 5, our soul dies, and then
9
from
to
5 to
5.
9, we have like 4 hours to actually be ourselves.
That's pretty funny.
I love this concept. Okay, is it a video? It's a podcast. What is it?
So
show?
at the time, it was just a stand-up show. I would do it once a month, and it was just like I'd bring, all my in-person show.
Understood.
Back when
Yeah.
that was
right. Lies
nice
weren't being
and-
fed to us. Yes. Okay.
Yep,
Boom. Just allowed him to
Yeah.
drop an early one in.
love it. Just
Just peppering it in early.
Just fucked our
No more
preparation.
pepper.
Foreshadow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good
so it's
show.
a once a month show, and sorry, you were on the show. Is that
Yeah.
weird? Oh, I see what's
Yes.
happening. Super.
yes,
Because I don't think we met like really before that.
no,
Or like,
no,
yeah, I don't think we did.
no, we didn't.
Like I think we just kind of knew each other from online
Yeah,
a little bit.
the scene,
The scene, you know. Or,
For those of you who aren't watching, she's doing that
I'm like-
Night at the Roxbury vibe. What's
Yeah.
that little neck thing that they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very loose,
Anyway.
very
Love it.
candid.
There we
So
go.
yeah, that's where we met,
Yeah.
and yeah, you were always just really nice. So I was gravitated towards you because
But
of
you
that.
were always really nice too.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Hearts of gold. What can
That's
we
it.
say?
Wow, so many lovely things to say
Yeah.
about me.
Yeah, and like
So cute.
at first though, like I was actually kind of intimidated by you.
Come on.
Yeah,
Tell us
because-
why.
Because you know what? It's funny. I thought you were one of those like offended comics.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What do you
I-
mean,
just-
like
a comic who just like is not a comedian. They're just offended at shit, and it pisses me
Oh,
off.
like one of those people just like
they
sort
call
of.
you out on stupid
Like you know
shit.
what grinds my gears? Like that guy.
No, like
Like that
just-
kind of
no,
vibe?
no. Like I'm saying, like a comedian that's just like always offended at something. Like
Ugh.
they always like try to like they're very politically social justice warrior. Like
Oh God.
Oh, okay. I
they're
understood.
they'll just call you out if you
For
oh
people
you
that
shouldn't
can't
say
see
that.
my
I'm
face,
like,
I
bro.
am eye rolling.
I know, right?
Insert emoji here.
Snooze.
So I don't know. For some reason, you just look like the type of girl or comedian to be offended at shit.
Well, I'm really
But,
glad
like, you're obviously
my
not.
shell proved you wrong.
Yeah, it very much proved me wrong, which I'm happy about. Otherwise, I
I
would
do.
not.
I
wouldn't-
like to take people by surprise. You know, they
No,
think
it
I'm
works.
this one way, and it's like,
surprise.
Just kidding.
jackknife.
Yeah. No, it's great. That's why.
Jackknife's a good
you-
one. I'm adding that to my
Jack-
vocabulary
Please, I'd
moving
be
forward
honored.
from
I'd be
today.
honored.
You've used it twice, and I've
Yeah.
enjoyed it both times.
Thank you.
Okay, keep
It's great
going.
delivery too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what. But you wouldn't be here if I didn't like.
So
you,
do you like an Anthony Jeselnik?
I have no idea who that is.
Lovely. What about like who's another really like super offensive?
Well,
like,
are you even into the offensive stuff, or you just like don't really care about either side?
like dark, deep offensive, or what's like the
I
brand
think
of?
if something's funny, it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like and that's why I think humor is. You need all kinds of voices because humor is different for everybody. Some
Exactly.
people like that, you know,
Yeah, offensive shit.
weird.
Yeah.
No, but like not even that. They like the stuff that's more, you know, like very
PC.
PC.
Right.
And it's nice and
Yeah.
no one's hurt. And, you know,
Therefore, no
so
one's
it's
laughing.
No one's
nice.
laughing. Yeah, everyone's just clapping.
You know, yeah. I mean, so yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
It really. I really don't.
It's not really
care.
a comedy show though, right? It's a
a
virtue
clapter show.
signaling show.
Yeah.
Let's just call it
Sure.
what it is.
It's a clapter
And
show.
you know
The
what? Like
VS
no
show.
one made you come out.
Right.
Like
I know. Why
you
are you
came
here?
out
Yeah,
Right
you
here.
bought a ticket.
to be like this. Cross your arms in front of
I'll-
you know, and just
Wow,
Nose in the
why?
air.
and you know
Yeah,
what?
why?
And that's another thing too. You know, people think it's so easy. By all means,
By all
get up.
means. Get up on that
Tell
stage,
us,
bitch.
tell us what you've got to say.
Tell us what you think
right.
is so funny.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Dear grand jester, who's the arbiter of comedy.
Yeah,
Arbiter.
arbiter is a good word.
Who are you?
Yeah,
Right?
It takes
it's a shame. It's a shame.
It takes a certain amount of very displeasuring ignorance, and I can't be around it. It's too. I actually, you know what? I actually don't. I'm not even upset that you want to exist in the pillar of the place of the voices of the spectrum of the world that should exist. I just don't like that you want me to go there too, or you want to come into mine.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
You know what? And that's
Fuck
the
off. PC
beauty.
jokes.
And that's the beauty of freedom of speech is, you know, I may not like what you have to say, but I will defend your right to say it.
Yeah, man.
Right.
That's really it.
And that's the basis
Brilliant.
of, and like, you know, that sort of like just respect for another human being, even if you don't like what they're saying. And,
That's it.
you know, it's the beauty of all of this is that you can get up and leave.
As easy
Honestly.
as that.
Are you nailed to the seat?
No.
I didn't think so.
Exactly.
Insist.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what it is? This is
So
a good
weird.
analogy for you. Those people who are driving the left lane and they insist
Oh my God!
on being in there.
Speed limit, people.
my
Now you
God.
can't go past 115 here, guys.
It was the face for me.
Yeah. It's a thing.
But get out of the left lane.
I know.
Why? Why
Go
are
to
you?
the far right.
Go to the far right.
That's where you live.
That's where I live. Why insist?
Yeah.
And on cruise control at 105.
Oh
I know.
goodness
Dude, what are you doing?
gracious!
And it's
Fuck
not,
me.
and then it
Fuck
makes
me.
and then it makes me look like I'm Mario
A
Andretti or something.
Yeah, I
rage-filled
know.
freak.
Like
Yeah.
a freak.
Yeah.
Like I'm a F1 driver.
Yeah.
I'm
Tell
like,
me
dude, I'm
about-
going literally 10 faster than you. Just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Please,
DMX had it right from the
Bullshit.
beginning, man.
he always did.
Oh.
Move, bitch.
Oh.
Get out the way.
Sorry, ludicrous.
Oh,
my
excuse me.
God, how young are you people?
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Me, I didn't even catch the reference there for a
I
second.
didn't
I was
even
like,
catch the reference.
I had to
I'm
correct
old.
myself. So, Ashley Sirianni, did I say that right?
You did great.
Tell us more about your life and how you
Oh.
got here.
Well,
That's such vague
It's a
opening.
very vague question.
yes, that's quite an
But it
umbrella.
lets her say what she wants to say. We'll see where she goes with it.
That's true.
Well, I
It's very
mean,
opening.
Crack
I
it
guess
open.
if anybody goes to look at who I am now, they will see that I am obsessed with, namely Bitcoin, but you know, macroeconomics, yeah, macroeconomics and geopolitics and monetary policy, investing, you know, blockchain technology, the metaverse. Even though I literally want to be catapulted back to 1992 and just live there forever, because I feel like that's the last time the world made sense. But yeah, so I'm pretty, if somebody would have told me I would have cared about this stuff like 5 years ago, oh my, I'd have been like, you're fucked. Like,
in that exact voice.
literally.
Near fact.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like pre-COVID, I was pretty much on like a crash course to like nowhere, like brick wall, 100K an hour in my
know you were
Benz,
going there
just
with-
like fuck it. Like the only time I would get high was when I was driving.
Wow.
It took me a
I'm
second
like,
there.
traffic is boring.
Traffic
Yeah,
is boring.
Traffic is boring. It is
What
boring.
a justification. Yeah, no, it is.
I really hope my dad never hears this.
We're going to actually send.
Send it to him.
yeah.
We're doing DVDs actually
Yeah.
now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. Well,
Mr.
yeah.
Sirianni.
So like I got in like 6 car accidents in 1 year.
okay.
Yeah, it was a
You
while.
kind
year?
of smuggled that in amongst all the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
1 year?
1 year it was
Oh my
it was
God.
horrendous.
Were you the penetrator each time?
3 times yes, 3 times no.
Somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah, I had my Benz for 2 weeks and then I smashed it because I was trying to pluck a chin hair.
Oh my God.
While driving.
Correct.
Fuck.
Was it that the hair was in the
Oh, I
impeding the driving? I'm just very
no,
curious
I
on
felt
the,
it and I was like, not now. Yeah.
What?
And by the way,
what is happening?
didn't even get it.
Oh.
So
So wait, you
smashed my car.
into what?
So the juice
Oh, a
wasn't worth the
Toyota
squeeze.
Tacoma. Never. The Toyota Tacoma was perfectly fucking fine. Not a bump. The guy
Yeah.
was like, "I'm really sorry. I did 20 G's of damage to my Benz.
Holy
Didn't have it for 2.5 months.
damn.
20 G's.
Then I got in 3 car accidents with the 3 rental cars.
Oh my God.
So I had like a rental car for like the rental
rental car
car
for the
for the rental car.
What?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to be like, yeah, this whole thing is just a script I wrote for a
Oh,
movie. 'Cause,
it's
like, I think it'd be
not.
funny. But this is like your real
This
life.
is my real life. Yeah, that like, you know, just anyway. I was
What the fuck?
I was out of control. Yeah, I was out of control.
Crazy.
You know
And-
how you said like 5 years ago you never would have seen yourself doing the Bitcoin? Like 2 minutes ago, I wouldn't have seen this going where it's going. So
Yeah, legit.
jackknife.
she
right?
jackknifed us. I
Wait.
feel like I got honey dicked.
Yeah, you
like
got
that
honey
movie.
dicked. Yeah,
I have no idea what honey dick is, but it sounds nice.
it is.
It's when you get just one pulled over you, and it's like, how did we end up here? And you just got
Right.
honey dicked.
Right.
It was a Seth Rogen line. It was
Okay.
classic. Anyways,
Yeah.
go on.
Were these accidents, any of them like crazy serious? Or like-
Luckily, God bless, no.
okay. That's good.
But after the 3rd one, I had a full
Can't wait for
I had a full-blown panic attack on the Gardner Expressway and my hands lobster clawed. Have you guys ever had a panic attack?
If that's one of the symptoms,
maybe.
then
I
no.
used to think people who said I have panic attack. Like, I used to think they were like kind of extra and like a
Yeah.
little dramatic and like
Get it together.
grow up, get it together, please.
Yeah.
No, they're
embarrassing.
real, and you actually feel like you're gonna die.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
So the blood left my hands and my feet because it thinks you're in fight or flight, right? So it all goes to your stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That
shit.
makes sense.
And so my hands lobster clash and I couldn't
What?
operate.
Oh, my
No
God.
way.
And I was like, and like with the last like motor skills of my hand, I like call my dad.
What?
What is happening?
I'm pulled over on the side of the Gardner Expressway in the Spadina on ramp. So
I'm very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we used to
there's
live there.
Jameson,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, yeah.
Jameson, there's Spadina. I was like literally on the on ramp. People were like honking at me. I'm in
Oh
traffic,
my
obviously,
God.
right? And like, I call my dad. I was like, I think I'm dying.
Oh, my.
And he was like, no, he's like, I think you're just really overwhelmed.
Jesus.
So I
Christ.
definitely was very overwhelmed. I was like, gotta go file my third collision report.
Oh, my God.
Just got my fucking membership card here.
What is going on?
Oh, brutal.
Holy
So I
shit.
managed to, he coached me off the road. I did like 10K once like the feeling had come back into my
Arms.
like arms and hands. I get off Jameson. I go into this. He's like, go get yourself a ginger ale. You need sugar. I go into this convenience store. Then my legs give out.
Oh, my
What?
God.
Yeah, the lady had to call the
Huge.
ambulance, taken to the hospital, panic attack mode.
Jesus.
But that bumped me up on insurance because now I have psychological damage. So that was pretty sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet rap sheet,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Wait,
it's good.
How did
my
you get into
God.
this accident? Or it
I
wasn't an
don't-
accident?
No, that wasn't an accident.
Oh,
I
you
just like in between all the accidents, I just sugared in a panic attack for
Just
fun.
randomly as you're
Just
driving.
peppered it in.
Just
Just-
peppered it in
What?
because I was sitting there thinking of everything, and I was like, "This is gonna be so much money." Okay, like just got to go to all these appointments and call all these people, and then I just lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Unreal.
You just went down the rabbit hole.
Oh,
You were Alice.
Yeah, not
You were
good.
Alice for
Wow.
a bit, for
Yeah,
sure.
not good. But I'm okay. Like physically, I'm okay. But
Yeah.
then like I was in like physio and massage
Yeah.
and
Oh,
chiro
yeah.
for
Yeah.
like a minute.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
we've been
you're
there
talking
too.
to
Oh.
a couple of pretty banged up car accident people, too.
okay.
Yeah.
You had a bit more in a shorter period of time, peppered with a panic attack.
Peppered.
Pepper, dude.
So you have a lot on us, like your rap sheets, like you're
Thank
like
you.
a holo. You're like
You're
a,
averaging more right
Thank
now.
you.
Stats right
yeah,
now.
you're like one of those shiny Charizards in Pokemon cards where it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like that's pretty rare,
You're
but
That's
averaging
really
more points
cute.
per game right
That's
now.
really
Yeah.
cute.
yeah. Also reminded me of. Have you seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
Always.
Yeah, right. So you know the part where he gets like the cerebral palsy stage.
When he takes the Quaalude and tries to drive his car.
They had a delayed fuse, and it's just like I went, and so That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
I thought about. I thought about that too.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the fourth one though, I was a total gangster. I like didn't even cry anymore. I would just get out. I
You're
wouldn't
just
even like
numb.
talk to the person. I'm just give me your license and insurance. I wouldn't even.
Hilarious.
I already know what I'm doing.
yeah,
I can
like-
actually coach you if you're
Yeah,
interested
you need
for
any
20
help?
bucks.
Like, what's up?
How
Yeah.
awkward is that though? Like having hitting somebody and then getting out and talking to them.
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
One of the guys I hit had no insurance, and then he tried to fuck me.
Here we go.
And then listen, my dad's a gangster, so it's
I
like.
can already tell you.
Yeah, he doesn't like.
not gonna-
He's
He's not
whenever
really here
I'm
to play
like,
games.
whenever I'm like, I'm in over my head. I need to call my dad. Yeah, so,
So what do
my
you do?
dad took it over and
Oh,
was
yeah?
just like, let me deal with this clown. And I was
I
like,
always
like
have
you
this
call them?
impression, yeah, like that, like people like your dad will show up and it's like they come to your door and like there are guys who just, it's like three of them and there's like a little extra Parmesan on the breath. And then they start asking questions, right? And this is what I have in my mind, right?
my dad's
These people-
superpower is his brain. He's a very smart man. So
Yeah.
he doesn't even need to break your legs. You'll break your own damn legs on your own.
Right, defeat
He
the
doesn't
enemy.
even.
Yeah, he doesn't-
Get the enemy to defeat
That's pretty
themselves.
No.
That's like some
Exactly.
That's some
Yeah, he's so
war,
G. He's
rule
so-
of war shit.
Yeah, he's so G for sure.
Do
Yeah.
you know that movie Django?
Django and Chain.
You know, I have a hard time watching movies like that.
Why?
I actually can't watch that stuff. Like
Why?
with slavery and stuff, it
Oh.
like really,
Yeah.
it like breaks my heart. Like
Oh.
I can't even like, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking pass
Yeah, it's a lot.
out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't even
Well,
think, I don't
this
even think
transition
I
will be
watched
harder,
it.
but I'll try it. I mean, just kidding. No, I was gonna say, okay, so you know one of my favorite meme. This is I'm peppering in the favorite meme part. one of my favorite memes that I wait every day, all day long for some opportunity to use it is the
Laughing
Leonardo
one?
DiCaprio one when he's in the room and he's like, gentlemen, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Ooh.
I love this is like the acquiescence of memes, in my opinion. This is the best GIF I've ever seen. And when you said Bitcoin,
Right.
I thought of that meme.
Really?
Because you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
What an honor.
Mm.
Go on.
Tell me everything.
We're
I
gonna
have
be
a
here for
lot of my
hours.
own things to say, but you're the guest, and I really want to hear.
Disclaimer: I don't give a fuck about this shit,
And you're
But-
about to make him a believer.
but I'm here to listen because it's our podcast.
Right. Okay. How do I say this? Where do I even start? I actually like get overwhelmed. I'm
I
like,
know.
I need to
there's
say
so much
everything.
information. I can't get it all out.
Okay, let me prompt you with a question to start. What was the first time you thought, okay, now I have to go
Right.
know more about this?
Okay. So I started out as a silver investor, like
What's that?
the
You have to-
metal silver.
Oh, like you invested in the literal metal
Yeah,
called
like I-
silver.
Wait, what? You can
Silver.
do that?
Yeah, like gold, like
What the
Okay,
fuck
dude.
are you talking?
Yeah. So you can go to a bullion dealer and purchase gold or silver. So
What?
I bought silver. So gold and silver are actually money. So the stuff that we use now, paper, is, you know, and a lot of people think that we're still backed by gold and silver, like our paper dollars have some sort of value, and they don't. So yeah, I know, it's good.
I'm not gonna give it away, but keep going.
No, tell me what you're gonna say. No,
I'm saying
please.
for the audience, I'm saying, haha, wait till you find out it's not.
Yeah.
like that's why.
Surprise! That's why everything's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
That's why real estate prices have increased 300 grand in 1 year. Yeah, things are not okay. Nothing is fine. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but please don't believe anything the government or the news tells you, because if they told you the truth, there would be riots in the fucking street, and the last thing on your mind would be toilet paper. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. So, anywho,
Nicely said.
thank you. I was in silver initially, and not the greatest move I made. And it actually has not moved at all. Like, the asset has not moved at all. And that's because of heavy manipulation. Anything that is heavily centralized, anything that is in the hands of like one entity, two entities, very prone to manipulation, right? If something is decentralized with a lot of people involved that need or that could put in input or control, it spreads out the power and it spreads out the concentration. So gold and silver are very heavily manipulated asset markets. And they're manipulated by, so there's the physical market and then there's the paper market. And the paper market, they can sell endless amounts of paper trading to suppress the price of the metal. Silver is actually something people like that our modern day society and economy relies on. Everything right now, all this technology has silver in it. So why has the silver price not moved? That doesn't make any sense, right? So as you all know, Bitcoin went from literally 7 grand to like 25 grand, and it caught the world's attention. The thing about Bitcoin is how do I say this? Like, unfortunately, like, humans kind of can't act right when it comes to money and power.
Very good.
And I would trust a computer more than I would a human being.
Because it's incorruptible.
Well, and the cool thing about Bitcoin is that everyone on the network needs to agree to debase their own currency, right? So if somebody's like, I want to increase the supply to 50 million coins, unless everybody on the network agrees to do that, guess what? It's not increasing.
Right.
Whereas we've got, 60 people that are unelected officials
Unreal.
that can decide wibbly-bibbly, willy-nilly, oh, we're going to just buy $100 billion worth of mortgage-backed securities because we really need it.
Yeah.
And then guess who pays for all of that? The taxpayer.
Everyone is listening.
Literally. And so Bitcoin caught my attention. It's something that I really dismissed. And I think it's sort of a defense mechanism because it is, you don't kind of want to admit that you don't know anything about it. And you you put the typical, what if they turn off the internet? what if they turn off the electricity? It's like, that is literally never going to happen.
They're just uninformed.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
And I understand that nobody really wants to realize or accept that, like, the people that you thought cared about you don't. It's a pretty jarring realization, like, wake-up call.
It's like having a breakup with the
With the
safety
state.
net you thought you had in the whatever government, you know, whatever it meant to you.
100%, right?
It's like getting broken up with 100 girlfriends at once. You know what I mean? It's
Who are like really powerful.
yeah. And they're like, nah, boop.
Yeah, exactly. So Bitcoin, then I went down sort of like, you know, and for the first step to like learning something is admitting you don't know anything about it. And again, that's like a lot of people don't like admitting that they don't know stuff, right?
Humility, yeah.
You know, it's like you got to be like, hey, I actually don't know literally what this is, and I have to go and learn from the ground up. So I then went on, you know, a huge learning journey. You know, I read tons of books. Read tons of books. You know, there's so many incredibly smart people in the Bitcoin community that put out tons of information and education for free. You know, YouTube, it's more than just, you know, videos of watching people get owned and fall, and because I love those videos.
For
I think
sure.
there's
Yeah.
really a lot of fun, like when
Yeah.
people get like hurt really bad.
Yeah.
But if you turn those off, you know, and you actually put some education on,
That's all we do.
I mean,
It could be
it
university.
changed
for
my
sure.
life, you know, like it really did change my life. Like when I started to learn about money, I learned about like time and energy, you know, and like that's how we communicate value. Like money's a language, right? Like it communicates my time and my energy that I'm trying to interact with you. And when somebody distorts the language of money, everything gets fucked up. And people feel literally worthless because their time and energy is not being computed in the way that it should be. So Bitcoin for me, you know, don't get me wrong. You definitely need to like learn how to use it. And I don't suggest anyone ever buy anything blindly. But there is like, it's now easier than ever to like own it. So I don't know if you guys know, but like it has a pretty hard supply cap. You guys know there's only 21 million coins, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I just learned that.
So in a world where everything else is inflatable, whether they can inflate the currency, they can always build more real estate, they can issue more shares, they can mine more gold, they can mine more silver. Bitcoin is the only thing that's a constant. And that's what creates its value, is that scarcity and that rarity. The Mona Lisa is super valuable because there's literally only one of it. And you can't make any more no matter how much you want to, right? So Bitcoin's price is always designed to go up. And it's volatile, and you know, you got to be able to stomach some pretty heavy drops, you know, like in the summer, like my Bitcoin went down, you know, like I think it was like 50 or 60%. It was pretty extreme. But when you have like the knowledge, you know why you're holding something, you don't like freak out and panic sell and like lock in the loss and sell it at the bottom. You know what I mean? You're just like, okay, just be cool. You know, I'm not trading this item. I'm investing in it. And there's a difference. You know, trading requires you look at charts and all that shit and, you know, blah, blah, blue, which is like way too extra for me. I just want to buy like good shit and just hold it for, you know, 10 to 15 years, right? Sorry, I've like said a lot of stuff. I don't even know if I really answered your question. Like, what is it? Do you want me?
There's definitely a lot of questions I have. First of all, why do you want to have Bitcoin?
So right now, the banking system has like a barrier to it, right? You need to prove who you are to participate in financial markets. And there's literally like 2 to 3 billion people in the world that cannot participate in the finance world. Bitcoin doesn't care who the fuck you are. You could live in a village in the Congo for all it cares. You could be the president of the United States. It doesn't care. It's an equal playing field. There's no barrier to entry, and it's permissionless, it's censorship resistant, and it's borderless. So I can send you money and there's no third party that facilitates that transaction. So like, let's say for example, you're an activist, you know, or you're like a journalist that's trying to like get word out. Like WikiLeaks used Bitcoin funding when the government was trying to shut them down, right? because they can't stop you from getting Bitcoin. So in a world where we're seeing, unfortunately, a lot of our freedoms being
and institutions that are like falling apart.
Yeah, exactly. And just exactly like faith in institutions and faith in the banking system is really kind of at an all-time low. And we are going to witness the end of this like monetary system and this monetary cycle. It's kind of a, what a time to be alive, like amazing. It's really kind of fascinating. Like if nothing else, just get out your popcorn and just watch the collapse of it all, because it's going to be epic. But does that answer your question kind of?
Yeah, it makes sense. I have more questions too.
Go.
Ask.
Wait, what's the how is Bitcoin
right different than all the others?
No, like how is that? How can you use Bitcoin to do shit?
So right now, so money goes through stages, right? So like things don't just like become money overnight. They go through like a collector's phase. So people collect something that they deem valuable. So Bitcoiners back in the day, like all the nerds, listen, man, you don't even have to do anything super intense. Just listen to nerds because they know what the fuck is up in the world. Seriously. So they were the ones that were collecting it. And then it goes into like a store of value. So now it's like gone through into something where it's like, wow, people like actually, similar to like Pokemon cards or collector cards or, these things hold value because they're rare, right? And then depending, it goes into like a unit of account or a medium of exchange, meaning you'll interact with it. But Bitcoin's so valuable that you probably won't.
Right. This is the key. If you can understand this, yeah,
you probably won't want to spend it. So like the same reason we don't use gold anymore.
Right.
Gold is, well, I used to think this, but Bitcoin will it's called demonetize. It will take away the value of gold because it's kind of better than gold.
It's I think the way I loved that I heard it was that it's digital gold.
Yes,
in a way,
it is. And we do that. We parallel it so that, people can understand,
exactly, just so they can understand,
they can understand sort of its role. But Bitcoin is like, imagine you could go back to 1996 and invest in the internet. Mm-hmm. Never mind Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Amazon, Apple, Google, YouTube bullshit. Would have made you a millionaire 50 fucking times over. Never mind the actual internet.
Right.
How valuable is the internet? It's priceless. It's that valuable that it's priceless. It's like air. It's so valuable you can't even put a price on it. Mm-hmm. That's what Bitcoin is. It's the internet of money. So it's the base layer. It's the foundation upon which the metaverse will operate on, which is fucking crazy. I've been learning about the metaverse. Yeah. It's fascinating. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if your real life sucks, don't worry.
Don't worry.
A new one's coming in hot for you, and you just have to put on.
Stuff is nuts.
Yeah, it's wild.
Why? What do you mean by that?
We'll get to it. Hold on. This is our
step at a time. Step at a time. No, it's like it's honestly it's a lot. So it's a lot.
Bitcoin is that different from cryptocurrency?
So cryptography is just the technology that these digital assets use. Like Bitcoin uses cryptography, and so does Ethereum and Polkadot and Solana and whatever
Shiba
else.
Inu and Dogecoin and all of them.
I can't even with those. I can't even with those. Bitcoin is what makes Bitcoin. So there's Bitcoin and there's everything else. So Bitcoin, as you guys know, nobody knows who its creator is, right? It's an anonymous person.
Where the fuck did it come from?
So Bitcoin has a really rich history. It's like 40 years prior to its release.
40 years?
Yeah. So they were called cyberpunks, and they were like computer scientists, mathematicians, physicists, and anarchists. And people have a really negative view of the word anarchy, but anarchy just means that there's no one person in control.
It doesn't have to be bloody.
So it's this is not about it's not about like people hurting each other and whatever. But unfortunately, again, humans can't act right. So sadly, I don't know that anarchy will really ever be a thing. But anyway, like people, they could see where this was all going. They had the vision of the big brother, the all-seeing big tech, They see everything we do. They see everything we say. They see everywhere we go. And, when a government controls money and how people spend it, it gets pretty scary, right? So there's like, now they're talking about central bank digital currencies, right? Which are just essentially digitized paper money, but they can program that money. So let's say they don't like the way you spend your money.
Exactly.
They'll just cut you off, right? That's why they want to take away cash. But Bitcoin doesn't give a shit how you spend your money. It's your fucking money. They don't care. It doesn't care. So Bitcoin, again, is decentralized. There's nobody to come in, call into Congress and have them answer to the government. There's nobody to do that with. But there is somebody to do that with Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin or whatever the hell his name is. They can call him in, shut it down. He can alter the protocol at whim. Do you really want to put value, real value, where somebody can alter the protocol or the program at any time?
At the end of the day, it's still up to that psychology. It's still vulnerable.
And again, it's not to say there is a whole ecosystem being born. There's a whole system emerging right before our eyes. It's not to say that a lot of these other they're called altcoins, won't run alongside Bitcoin or be incredibly integral, but it's kind of like a casino. Like, yeah, you could hit it super big, but you could, I always say when people ask me like, oh, should I, invest in altcoins? I'm like, listen, you totally like do whatever you want, but whatever you invest, like mentally prepare yourself to lose it because there's a very high chance of that.
It's very volatile, especially now, I think, right?
Yeah.
At the beginnings.
Yeah. So the thing is like what makes Bitcoin so attractive is the fact that there's a hard supply cap. Like they're never going to be more than 21 million coins, no matter what.
What does that even mean? 21 million coins.
It's just a number that Satoshi chose.
Who's Satoshi?
The creator, Satoshi Nakamoto.
Oh,
so there's
Japanese
a Bitcoin
guy?
white paper.
Yeah.
It's 12 pages. I encourage everybody to read it. It's fascinating. He lays out literally like the math of Bitcoin, and it's, people think it's just like, oh, it's just like a computer thing. It's like, no, this is like real. This is like futuristic technology. Like we kind of shouldn't even really have it. Like it's kind of,
it's amazing,
right?
It's such a pristine, perfect little, incorruptible, whatever. Like, it has fractionality or whatever. Like I was actually going to ask you so you could speak to, I'm assuming because you have gone like clearly a deep dive. You could talk about inflation.
Inflation in what way?
I don't want to give up too much because I want you to talk about it, but like inflation from the standpoint of like how it's basically like it's
robbing you.
It's exactly. It's like it's thievery. It's stealing.
So inflation, we pay taxes in three ways. We pay taxes through income tax. We pay taxes on everything we buy. And then we pay taxes every time, essentially it's called inflation tax every time they increase the money supply. So when you remember how I was saying, when you distort the value, like the language of money, everything gets distorted. Like I don't know if you know this, but governments print money every day. Do you know that?
I mean, I assumed, yeah.
And hold on, I actually want to jump in because I heard somebody else say this and I want to clarify. When she says print money, I know what she means, but for you, it isn't actually printed. Like it's a change on like an Excel file, like on a computer somewhere that like it's just like boop.
They're like beep boop beep, add 12 zeros.
Like literally, it's that easy. And then what? Okay, so
no.
I can imagine
because some people, myself included,
but the everyday person, if you go up to an average adult and ask them where money comes from, they're like the bank.
I have no idea.
And where does the bank get it from?
I know. Yeah.
Like in the U.S., I only know a U.S. example, but like for example, the Federal Reserve, first of all, is not a government entity. Number one.
Talk dirty to me, babe.
And it also has no reserve.
What does that mean?
Like there's no reserve.
Like if this is the fuckery, right?
I gotta ask the
question.
But
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because the word reserve would mean there's stuff there, but there's nothing. That's why I'm laughing, not at your question.
I know, right?
So you go to this place, okay, which is actual place, and like it's like it's not like there's like, oh, look at our pallets of hundreds and ones. It's like that's what I actually would have thought was actually the case, right? Okay, so no. So this is the fuckery, right? Now there's like essentially this group of people that can see all of the accounting that has happened for everybody else's money. And then whenever they kind of like feel like it, it's not that simple, but whenever they feel like it, pretty much, they can just change the numbers. And to prove my point, in the last 18 months, I only know US statistics, in the last 18 months, 38% of dollars in circulation are new.
Yeah.
The U.S. has been around for over 200 years.
Okay.
Think about what I'm saying to you. The amount of money that has existed, like to be dispersed amongst people, has increased by almost 40% in the last 18 months alone.
So the issue with that is, this is where this made the crucial connection for me. I wonder if it did for you too. The amount of stuff that's physically here doesn't expand when the currency supply is expanded. So you have more dollars chasing the same shit. And that's where all that monetary energy gets absorbed. That's why you see inflation's at a 30-year high, because you have more dollars chasing the same stuff. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I really want to unpack this with you, because it's important to talk to somebody who doesn't really know this stuff, because this affects really the everyday person. This is why the middle class is disappearing, and you don't want to live in a world where the middle class doesn't exist, because they're the ones that make the world go round.
Yeah.
And if done correctly, if adopted correctly, this could be the single greatest transfer of wealth in the history of history.
Yeah.
End period.
Yeah.
So, okay, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I want to hear what is there something that's not really clicking? Is it just because, because I know it's hard to really wrap your brain around, and saying wow, what do you mean the government prints money every day? That for me, I was wait, what?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I figured they would do that. I don't know
basically
where the transition is.
Let me try
from
to
real money to Bitcoin. I don't see the transition. I don't know
because you're thinking of things that I don't think are apples and apples. Bitcoin isn't something that is ultimately going to be something you pay with. Because I'm assuming that's what you're trying to think of, right?
So how the fuck would you use it?
Your question is, bro, I just want to go and buy milk.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, what does this have to do with Bitcoin?
So, but that's not Bitcoin's role right now. So Bitcoin is what's called a store of value. If you were going to, how would you save for your future? How would you save for it?
I have no idea. I'd probably put it somewhere in the bank or something.
See?
That's one way. Yeah.
Wrong.
Right.
Oh my God. Please hear me, everyone. Never, ever save in a bank.
Yeah.
Your
dollars
dollars become property of the bank. They're the bank's.
Yeah.
They're not yours.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
If you save in cash, if you're saving in cash, you're losing money.
Yeah.
You're losing purchasing power.
Right.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Why? Why are you losing purchasing power?
So cash, if they inflate the supply every single year, it makes the dollars that are here worth less.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Think about it. Yeah. They're not printing 300 billion Mona Lisas. If they started making 300 billion Mona Lisas, all of a sudden the real one would be worth nothing.
True. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're saving in cash, you're losing purchasing power. Cash is the only role.
More.
Exactly. The only role of cash is for interaction or
Transaction.
Thank you. I'm extractions, interactions.
All the actions.
Class action.
Action. Good. That's the only role for it, is to take that funny money, monopoly, worthless bullshit and put it into something that actually holds value. Mm-hmm. So most people, their asset that the everyday person will store value in is their home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, a home is it's still a lot of work. It requires a lot of upkeep. It's a lot, right? And it won't stand the test of time. A house may not stand for 200-300 years. So how are you going to store your wealth in something that is indestructible for your kids or your grandkids to have?
This is an excellent fucking question. Because if you can answer this question and the answer naturally is Bitcoin at the end of your thought process, you've done first principles thinking correctly. So just play that out. Sorry, I want to jump because this I think it's really important. So answer the question. If you want to, let's say right now, what would I choose if I want in 80 years from now, the person who inherits it to inherit it closest to the value of what it is today,
Yeah.
what would be some of the things you would think of? Like, what would I
know.
be able to pass on to people? For example, like, let's you know what? Let's actually make it.
He's like, I don't fucking know. Stop bullying me.
No, he's definitely not gonna fill on the spot because
Yeah.
I'm trying to ask it in a way where like the everyday
Yeah,
person
no,
could
100%.
get it. And so like, for example, here's some of the options. Like you could put your money into a yacht. That's really a nice one. Okay, you could buy a house. Doesn't matter how nice. You could buy like a couple
Land.
You could buy some land. You could buy land. You could buy some cars. You could buy little trinkets and equipment and electronics. You could buy
Stocks.
gold,
Silver.
gold, and of course you can also buy Bitcoin. And I'm not throwing it in there to make it seem like a non-obvious choice, but you can also buy Bitcoin. You can also buy Ethereum. You can also buy NFTs, which we'll probably talk about. It seems like, but for example, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess again, the bridge that I feel is crucial is that if you talk to any rich person or anybody who's very wealthy, they have a lot of assets. Poor people do it opposite. They purchase liabilities first to look rich, and then they fuck themselves working backwards to try to accumulate assets. Why do I know that? Because I did it. I went and bought a Benz. Why? Oh my God, if I went and bought Bitcoin with the fucking money I spent on that goddamn car.
Are you fucking... If I had done that with this...
No, it makes my jaw fucking jut out. Like I literally just like fucking can't.
I would be clapping fun coupons of $100 bills like Leo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street, like it's going out of style. Listen to me. I will bathe in butter and champagne and caviar.
That's gross.
I don't care. I have the money.
But that's right. So
lather me up.
So this is where and again, the definition of words and how words hold weight is that rich people use credit or leverage to purchase assets, whereas for poor people, it's called the word debt. Poor people are programmed to hate the word debt. Right. Because they go and buy dumb shit with it. Yeah, they buy trips, they buy clothes they can't afford. TVs, food, bullshit, nothing. Where's your fucking money? I'm either, wearing it or I ate it. Like that's literally it. Whereas wealthy people will use credit and leverage to their advantage. So they'll take out, money has a cost. Like if you want to borrow money, it has a cost. Like it's like 6% interest. Like the person's like, okay, well, if I loan you this, I want 6% on top of whatever. But if you go and purchase an asset that's going to return you 20%, you still made 14% spread, right? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense to you?
A little bit.
Where is it not connecting? I just want to know. So, because like this is good for me to like.
No, I mean like everything you're saying makes sense in a way, but for me personally, I don't know enough about any of this in general to even connect anything.
Well, lucky for you, I can talk about it for 30 hours with no bathroom breaks or a glass of water. So
or food or
don't need it.
Sunlight.
It makes sense. Like I can see
because
where it's
you
going,
know why? Because you know why? You are intentionally not taught this.
Yeah, I know.
You are intentionally encouraged. I've been offered 4 credit cards. I don't have a job.
Wow.
I've been offered 4 fucking credit cards.
That's how they do it, man.
They increased my line of credit 10 grand.
Sure. For what?
Why?
Get out there and spend because this is a debt-based system. Yeah. When people are not taking on or servicing debt, this shit falls the fuck apart.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now, I don't want to get too crazy because then you got to pepper in demographics, and demographics are they're the tell-all. If people are not having kids, we're going to have a really bad time.
Why?
Yeah.
And so money printing,
very good. Money
printing fills those holes over where people are not creating families and having children that are going to get out and spend. You need workforce. You need the exchange of goods and services. China in the 90s killed 60 million girls. They're having a major, major population crisis right now.
What?
Yeah.
They killed 60 million girls?
Yeah, they had a one-child policy. Did you not know that?
Yeah, I knew that. But what do you mean they killed them? Like
abort?
Abort.
Abort.
Or like
abort. Yeah, because, the families want guys. And now there's, 5 guys for every 1 woman in China.
Which explains
fucking
rape from all the
And
different
you
countries around.
you can't fix demographics in 10 years. That will take
This is
70,
7
80
generations.
Oh yeah,
years,
Hundreds, maybe hundreds of
maybe
years.
100 years to
detrimental.
fix,
Yeah.
right? So it's like the classic Italian families, Spanish family. This is birth rates are declining. People think that the world is like overpopulated. We've actually reached our pinnacle.
Japan's actually going down in population.
Yeah,
It's one
they're
of the
like
top
old.
countries.
They're so old over there, the little sweethearts. You know, like it's. So, anyways, all of this. Sorry, I got a little off track there because
No, that's
you know
so on
it
track.
really,
Don't worry.
but it really is to sort of identify with you for a second. Like this stuff is complicated, and there's a lot happening, and there's a ton of moving parts, and I totally don't blame the everyday person being like, you know what, I just got to get my kids to soccer, make sure they don't die. And I just got to get to work and get to Walmart and fucking just I don't have time to care.
Legit.
You know, and they take advantage
That's what that is, though.
of the fact that, you know, you're so distracted and people are not stopping and sitting down and saying, me and my partner work 80 fucking hours a week and we're still scraping by. Why?
How is this possible?
I know.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are we
And
doing
no
this?
one's asking why. And it's because of the system you exist in that does not allow for prosperity. It's built into it. When they print money, they distort fucking everything. And guess what? They can print it faster than you'll ever make it. You could work 24 fucking hours a day. This is why rich people have assets, because assets absorb money printing.
Yeah.
So if you're not in assets,
Yeah, you're done.
toodaloo, have fun staying poor,
Yeah.
because that's literally what's going to happen to you. That's why the gap between the rich and the poor is getting more extreme,
True.
because the rich hold assets that absorb money printing. They love when that money printer goes off. They don't give a fuck. All their businesses, their stocks, their homes, the land, all their shit is going through the fucking roof. Mind you, priced in something that's worthless. So that's a different tale for a different time. But nonetheless, they're still in a better position. Whereas the poor, the barrier to entry, like realistically, I'll never own a home without the help of my family. How will I?
Not
They're
here.
$1 million.
Not here, for sure.
Come on, you know, it's like you start to really like look, and that's why you see our generation embracing Bitcoin, because it's kind of like the only asset that will give the kind of returns to get your head above water. The rest of them, it's like a slow burn. You know what I mean? Like you can
fucked up.
invest in stocks, sure, but it'll take 20, 30 years before you see, you know, a portfolio really worth, getting excited about.
I listened to Raoul Paul, which I'm assuming is somebody you know.
I adore him.
There's a couple of those people I
Adore
like
him.
breed love too. There's a few of them, yeah. So Raoul
Stop
Paul,
it.
one of the things that I loved, he said, he's like, millennials are looking at this asset that's like pristine, it's pure, it's shiny, it can't be corrupted, all those things. And then they're also looking at like, we have like millions upon hundreds, perhaps even millions of people in the West that are like Canada, US, that are in the millennial population that are facing like record high valuations for homes, record high debt cycle, like unbelievable things that like, it's not, and I haven't found a good way to kindly say this to people who are older and come back with, you just need to work harder. Cause it's like I might actually throw you into traffic, right? Because of how stupid what you just said was. And like, anyways, holy fuck. I got violent in my head. Cause you know why? Cause it
I could
riles you
see
up.
you like go like down that dark road.
Yeah,
No,
because
I get
riles
it.
you up. It's like, listen, like you guys are making it seem like, first of all, you weren't the generation that parented us. So first of all, go fuck yourselves. Number two, take a little accountability for your actions too. Number
Well,
three,
they're
like,
sacrificing their young for their own gain, really, because when
Right.
but again, what the fuck are they really supposed to do either? Like this is where, you look at our generation, it's the digital generation, it's the online generation, it's the content creator generation. Jobs in the way that we used to do the world is not going to be
The same.
how this
Exactly.
goes going forward. This is why they feel so disconnected from us, is because we live in a different, we literally live in a different world. You create value online, you create content, people consume content all fucking day.
all fucking day.
All fucking day. And they want new shit every fucking day.
Every second.
So, okay, if you're one of the 5% of the Earth's population that gets off their ass and stops talking about all the dreams inside their heads and actually execute something, and you give 95% of the Earth's population something to chew on, you're going to make a lot of fucking money.
That's it. It's the whole game.
People think their competition is so like, it's like out there, you know, like, no. A lot of people, my mom would have said 95% of the world is Kmart.
Yeah.
Okay. There's not a lot of quality people that are making moves. A lot of people are just existing. I hate to say that.
Yeah,
they're just coasting.
I'm a former exister myself. So
Buddy, same. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying this to be hurtful.
This is the hard truth. You know, this is, you know, we're talking about it fun and cute now. Like, it's fun and it's cute, but these are like really like, I had like a really like fucking hard time when I started to learn about this shit. I was like, holy shit, man, this world is not what I thought.
I know. It's
you know,
not,
I've been lied to this whole time, you know, it's like, so it's understandable that, you know, there is a divide in the generations and how, you know, and how they make money, how they saved money, how we're going to work and save money. Our generations and the generations that are coming are, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but they're not going to store their wealth the same way that our parents did, which is real estate and Bitcoin. There's a saying in, you know, in tech, and I'm sure you've heard it, you know, software will eat the world.
Oh, yeah.
And what I'm hoping for is that Bitcoin demonetizes housing, which means it takes the value away from housing, meaning that housing is not about speculative fucking asset anymore. It's like, no, everybody deserves to have a place to fucking live, man. Like, houses are not for people to like, let's get it.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Like,
That was incredible.
And I hope it demonetizes gold, which it will. That's it. It already took over silver's market cap. So see you fucking later, silver. You're fucking useless. My God, I'm gonna literally sell that bullshit tomorrow. Like, next is gonna take gold, and gold is such a powerful metal that it will help us with space travel and colonizing space. You know, people are hoarding this weird fucking thing in like, why? Like, it's a rock. I love gold. Please don't get me wrong. Want to be dripped in it. I want to drip in it.
That and velvet.
Oh, always.
All day,
Emeralds,
baby.
velvet,
Make me
gold,
an ice
like,
queen.
Done.
Damn.
But like, we need that shit to actually further our society. So I hope that, you know, Bitcoin comes along and is just like, it takes away. What Bitcoin's going to do is it's going to take away the club that we're not in.
Very good.
Because there's a club that we're not fucking in.
Clipping that.
Clip it, babe. Okay?
Say it again for the people in the back.
Hold on. You just fucked my brain.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. That's so hot.
Oh my God. Fuck.
Oh, I have something for that, I think.
Oh my God.
Do you guys want the...
Oh yeah.
Another one.
Oh, wait. You want to...
No, you gotta hit him with the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's
go.
me.
So
Say that
how did
again.
I fuck your brain? It's an honor.
It's getting rid of the club.
That we're not in,
Yeah.
which means
So
no one's gonna be above anyone.
hit
Hit it.
Hit the
Hit
fucking...
it.
Hit the...
Bring it in, babe. There it is. Bra, bra. Okay.
That's fucking.
Fam, are
good.
you
That's
dumb?
good. That's pretty blessed, though.
That's pretty fucking
pretty
blessed.
blessed.
So
Bitcoin's the fucking vibe, bro.
that's where like I'm excited because Bitcoin is, you know, there's 10,000 plus nodes adding every day that are
What's nodes?
So nodes are computer, like you could run a node.
Oh.
Anybody could run a node. You go and you gotta go to like these special companies that sell them. Again, I know this like sounds foreign because for me, it literally, I felt like I was studying Chinese for a second. But the nodes that run globally is growing, and all those nodes, like you'd have to knock out all of those nodes simultaneously at the same time to destroy the Bitcoin network. It would be actually impossible, which is fascinating. So your wealth is permanently, Bitcoin is pristine monetary energy. Money is energy. When money doesn't have energy, it is worth fucking nothing. That's why gold used to be money, because it took effort.
Yeah. You have to mine that
You had
shit.
to mine that shit. It took work. It's called proof of work, you know? Like you needed to show that you showed the fuck up. You know, when you go to the gym and you're sweating, that's
can't
proof
hide
of
it.
work. You can't hide it.
And by the way, gold was created by stardust, which is why it was the the basis of it is so, like, it was the closest thing to, like, we can't just make more of it.
No.
That's what you see what I'm saying? And, like, you can't just, stars actually have to combust, go through the fucking atmosphere, embed themselves in the rock. Somebody has to then mine it.
It's fascinating. It
See
really
what I'm saying?
is.
So
it really is.
That's pretty trippy.
So, but that's what creates this. We know we're probably going to add around 2% of gold or something like that every year, but that's going to go up pretty
Stop
steadily.
it.
I know.
Stop
Oh my God,
it.
you're talking so dirty, Bitcoin. But and that's the thing. So it was like a safe like heap of value.
It was like the slowest burn. It's like where
Exactly.
is my money not going to set the fuck on fire in 10 seconds? Or sorry,
Right.
we got to not money. Where's my financial energy not going to be thrown to the fucking wind?
Right.
Cuz like purchasing power, do you know what purchasing power is? So you know how like back in the day, a hot dog was 10 cents. Like, remember that when you would hear like your grandparents talk about how cheap shit was
Sure,
and
a
like
nickel for a car. Yeah.
my house was $2,000. Literally.
Our camels were only 2 cents. Fuck of camels. You know.
Yeah. Hookers were free.
You know, God, those were the
They worked
days.
on. Yeah, they worked on.
Those were the days. The reason why, you know, people think that the value of things going up is normal. It's not fucking normal. That's not normal. That is a symptom of money printing. So when you print money, all that shit has to absorb somewhere. So that cup of coffee that was once 10 cents is now $6 goddamn dollars, depending where you go. And the coffee's the fucking same. There's no gold in the coffee. There's no, it doesn't do your laundry. Like it's literally the same bean water. We're weird, eh?
Bean water was a good one.
Blech.
That one got me.
Beana.
That was a good one.
Beanaboo.
Beanaboo.
It's the same bean water.
It's the same bean water. And the only other thing that's fucking changed is the money supply. That's the only thing that has changed. The bean water is the same.
Like,
Yeah.
think of if gold was still here, that actually won't even just be 10 cents. It should be actually less than that. If the market is doing it correctly and there actually is no change in the amount of it, things will actually start to go down in price.
Oh my God. Now we're talking. Now we're getting into a deflationary environment, but we don't want to get everybody all fucked up. I feel
Okay,
like
pump the
some
brakes.
people are like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm turning this off now.
Impromptu crypto masterclass.
Oh my God, right?
This is off topic. Have you seen Big Mouth?
Always.
You sound exactly like one of the characters.
I'm honored.
I forget where Sandy or
Thank
something,
you.
or wasn't it? You know what I'm talking about? The black girl. The voice of the black girl.
The little one?
Yeah, like the voice you
Really?
just did.
Yeah, you do kind of have this like.
A very animated voice.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
you could be most of the characters in Madagascar.
Well, you know what? Anybody who
Since
wants
in
to
Madagascar.
fucking hire me, let me know. Okay.
I know. Trust
worry.
me. Shane.
Jesus, you know.
This stupid group will be hiring soon.
Holy macaroni.
We'll put you on
We're
the-
gonna
on
make
the
a
roster.
movie or a show.
Or a show.
We're gonna.
You,
put
she
you on the
would be
roster.
great for ENN actually.
Yeah, she
What's
would be.
ENN?
The Stupid News Network.
Yeah,
Oh my God, where we'd actually report real news?
but fake.
Fake real fake,
But
Fake-
fantasy,
but real.
Fake
Too
news
real.
that's
That's
too real.
That's it's
All of
real
it.
shit, but it's fake.
all of it.
I love it.
Make everything up,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
I thought it's
Everything
talking
up.
about real.
I'd be honored.
but say real shit.
Yeah.
Slide it
That's
in.
what I'm saying.
Passive. I love pettiness, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's a great one.
Smart
And-
pettiness. That's
Smart,
going to
yeah.
better everybody, right?
It is.
Better
Right?
than all.
Because
Also-
you know what? Because there's a club that we're in. Never mind. Sorry, what?
Very good.
That's true. Like voiceover stuff.
Oh
I
yeah.
to call you up because your voices are nice. They're good.
Thank
You have a
you.
lot of range.
Well, they're in the moment for me. I don't even
That's the
really
best,
think.
though.
I don't
That's
even
how-
really think about it.
Real
That's how you
recognize
know you're
real.
good. That's how you know you're good.
Well, go on.
I'm in.
Keep telling me other nice things.
So have I encouraged you or sparked your interest that you would actually want to buy some Bitcoin? Because like if I've done this whole conversation, you're still like, I don't know. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I definitely have learned a lot more than 2
Right.
hours ago.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the surprise
But-
TSN turn. I actually have you invested in crypto and in Bitcoin already. So
No, I love your brother. Don't.
I'm one of the real
Oh.
ones.
He controls all our bank shit, so I don't even look at
The-
I don't even look at
The
it.
day I finished a bunch like Anthony Pompliano, Raul
Yeah.
Paul, and then I finished the Breedlove one. That day, on the phone, on the horn.
Get it on.
Tangerine, TD, all of you sons of bitches.
Bitches.
This is where I want it sent. Wealth
Yeah.
Simple Crypto. Thank you very much.
My only issue with Wealth Simple is you can't take custody of the Bitcoin, and I don't like that.
Yes, and I
Have
realized
they
that
changed that?
I don't
What do you
think
mean?
so.
Okay. So the thing is that when you purchase Bitcoin, if you purchase it off an exchange and you don't take it off the exchange, meaning putting it on what's called a cold wallet where there's no internet connection, so it's not hackable, then it's technically the exchange's Bitcoin. You're just getting exposure to the price action. That's all that's happening, but
And,
it's not
yeah.
actually yours.
And either I'm hoping they're going to change that, or I'm just going to take the step after this, which is then create the wallet, go through that whole process.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely. So ShakePay? Do you know what ShakePay is? ShakePay is where I buy my Bitcoin. It's a Canadian exchange here.
Lovely. Okay.
I'll send you a referral link if you want. What's up?
Ooh.
It allows you to remove it off the exchange and put it on a cold wallet.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. And I use a Ledger wallet.
I also need help with that too. You'll have to say,
I got you.
Respect.
Don't
Okay.
worry.
Oh, this is the piece that was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the piece that's missing for a lot of people is they know, okay, like I've bought it, like now what? And it's like, there's like certain elements of security that you have to like, there's no 1-800 Bitcoin, eh? Like if you fuck up, like that's it, like there's no like, you got to be, and I understand a lot of people are like, that's not for me. But did you hear that MasterCard is offering Bitcoin on its cards? So the MasterCard network, which, there's so much value in networks. I don't think people really understand.
Look up
How
Metcalf's law,
yeah.
everybody. Oh my God. We're going to do it after this, but go on.
Networks are so valuable. You know how that saying, your network is your net worth? Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, not only does that apply
Literally.
to people, but it applies to, like, I get so excited. Like, I literally fucking can't even talk. I want to fucking vomit. Like,
Oh my God. I was like watching it happen in real
Yeah, I'm
time.
like
And her
having
face
a
was like
fucking,
convulsing.
like-
I'm like,
Yeah. You're like
that.
floating.
don't make that face.
stop it. Exactly.
Just like a little squirrel.
But yeah, so I literally forgot what I was even saying. What was I saying?
Something about the
Help me. Network. Network is your net worth.
Network. Yeah.
So MasterCard is offering, they have 2.7 billion cardholders in the world.
Wow.
Yes.
That's so many.
So they partnered with this company named Bakkt,
Okay.
BAKKT, and they're going to do sort of all the backdoor, technology and shit with like so this is what's super cool is that, they're going to onboard essentially the everyday person and the public. Like once upon a time, email was like foreign to all of us. Remember when your parents would be like, can you help me get a Facebook account? Like, there's a learning curve when it comes to technology and, suddenly and then all at once, gradually and then suddenly, right? There's that
Exactly
age old
right.
saying in crypto,
Always.
right? So that is going to onboard the rest of the world. You're going to be using Bitcoin, not even know that you're using Bitcoin. They're going to merge. So you're going to be able to like collect points in Bitcoin. So like, when you get those like credit card points or whatever, and you're like, I don't really need another air fryer. You know what I mean?
I already have 3.
Yeah, I already I'm good on the useless fucking crap
Honestly,
that I'm going to donate in 8 months.
Yeah.
Please give it a fucking rest with the
That's enough
trinkets.
already.
Stop.
trinkets.
Please
I
stop
can't.
buying shit.
Stop. Go buy
Stop
money.
Friday.
Go buy money.
Get a grip, Black Friday. Should
Oh
black
my
yourself
God. Now
out
that I
on
know what
Friday.
money does, I'm like, you know
know.
what? I don't need another If you've seen my closet, I'm embarrassed.
No.
I have
leave.
40 winter jackets. Why?
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see it going that way.
I
at
got
all.
platinum
jackets.
custom vampire fangs with diamonds in the tip. Why?
It's like I don't understand what you're saying to me right now.
What I'm saying to you right now is that
You bought
Okay.
You
I
bought something to
dumb
put on your teeth.
shit. Yeah, it's just what? Like I said, remember brick wall,
It started with the
100K an
Benz.
hour,
Started with a Benzino,
buddy.
then 40 jackets.
Oh
for
yeah.
One
Oh, and then I
torso.
went to 6 countries in 1 year. I was
Brilliant.
like a maniac. I was
Savage.
a fucking
Money is
maniac.
free.
Money doesn't mean anything. Whee!
Oh my God.
so
I would have been a Bitcoin billionaire. Listen to what I'm saying.
It
to
makes
you.
my stomach sick.
I would have been. Listen to what I'm
Oh,
saying to you. I would have been a Bitcoin millionaire. already.
Literally. Now, Miss
But I
Guzzi,
still
I
will be.
need to add this. Because people are like, okay, but like when if I need to sell my Bitcoin, I'm gonna get charged capital gains tax, right? And like, here's a very important point that I need to smash in people's faces. Rich people buy assets and they never fucking sell them. You know what they do? They borrow against them till they're fucking dead.
Blue in the
and
face.
then their stupid kids take over all those assets, fucking borrow against them, and
the ride continues.
Money, money, money.
Oh my God.
Always sunny in a rich man's world. Okay.
Fuck.
So when you
That's
buy
great.
Bitcoin, you know, as the decentralized finance rolls out into the world, and again, we're seeing, you know, the emergence of this like incredible economy that's, you know, as the old one just fucking crumbles, like, see you later, legacy system.
It's amazing how
It
fast
is amazing. It's
Governments
amazing.
around the world are getting real scared. my
Yeah.
friend.
Remember they were laughing at it, and then Hillary Clinton a couple weeks ago, she's like, it's threatening the function of the US dollar. It's like, bitch, is doing exactly what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
Huh?
You guys have been feeding that system to get to this point on your own.
And you know what?
Without any
And
of
you
our
know
help.
what? You know what backs this system? Violence and war.
Sure, you need a monopoly of violence. That's right.
Okay?
For what?
What backs the dollar is violence.
Why?
If you don't use this currency, if you don't play the game that I want you to play, I will fucking blow up your country. Or I will
Oh, you're
hurt
talking
you.
about like the money now.
It's called the petrodollar system. And it's a real thing. And it's scary. You know?
Right.
You know, one of the
since when did the U.S. give a fuck about democracy all over the world? What are you guys? The referee here?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Mhm.
No,
just
they
the
went.
bullies.
They went into places.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, it's true.
you know what backs Bitcoin? Electricity. I would much rather that than blood and violence and war and.
Don't you need money for electricity?
You know how much the petrodollar system costs? Billions,
Mhm.
multi-billions a year.
The cost of
Money is, or sorry, energy is life. Humans are not designed. We need energy. We need it. This is where people are getting a little distorted and a little wonky with the, you know, the propaganda. Like that, you know, energy is a good thing. We need energy. You know, this conversation is taking energy. Our relationships take energy. Our bodies need energy. Our houses need energy. Our money needs energy. Energy is a beautiful thing, and it's something that we should totally embrace and make it better and cleaner and more peaceful. You know, like nuclear energy is a pretty amazing thing that,
fusion.
you know, and anyway,
Yeah.
I could actually talk about this for 36 hours. So I'm going to stop.
That's it.
now.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking amateur.
So yeah, you can buy Bitcoin and you'll be able to borrow against it like rich people. So that's how I want to leave this.
So we're all gonna be rich.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
buy it.
If you buy it now,
If you're just going to sit there and listen and, you know, do that thing where you're like, I'm going to, and then 10 years go by and it's 10 million a coin, you're going to have missed the road.
I'll actually add to that point then to say, like, this is the single fastest adopted technology in the history of the world. And
Correct.
the end of the sentence.
Correct.
More than the internet, more than mobile phones, more than
Anything.
the fax machine, the printing press, all of it. Ethereum's actually going at even faster than Bitcoin is, but I don't want to get complicated. But Bitcoin, by 2024, if at the projected rate that it's going, will have 1 billion users.
Easily.
And that's 2 years from now. 1 billion users. Right now, it's shockingly low, 140-ish million I heard last time I checked. I'm not sure if that's still accurate, but it's not like it's 500 million all of a sudden. I'm just saying, right now you can get into something where it's like, imagine you're the first 100 million of something that you found out about.
Imagine you went to Manhattan, New York in the 1800s and you bought real estate
Beautiful.
in the 1800s of Manhattan and you owned
Beautiful.
Madison Square Garden now. Excuse me?
So Manhattan is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And you bought somewhere like this Madison Square Garden, and Manhattan's not going to grow.
Nope.
But what's happening in this current world is like, government of Canada's like, oh, we're just going to make Manhattan a little bit bigger. Well, that's a stupid example. USA example. We're just going to expand this island. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Like my house used to be on the water.
Yeah.
I used to have this view, but now there's somebody else in front of me, in front of the water. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
Sorry.
so fiat currency, like the definition is like by decree, meaning because I said so. That's it. So the
I can't
government,
even.
so the government's saying like it's worth this because I say it's worth it. And if you don't think that it's worth it, that's the part, the monopoly of violence, the police presence, if you want to think of it like that. They're the ones that enforce it. They're the ones that say,
They're like, oh, really?
right.
I
But-
think you're going to want to use it, though.
But think about how interesting it is if Bitcoin, so Bitcoin would, in a sense, I'm not saying it's actually going to be this way, but in theory, it would eliminate the necessity for war or breaking
100%.
borders. Do you see what I mean? Like,
100%.
because even if you get, let's say they capture you, okay? Let's say you're a prominent comedian 20 years from now, you're what Kevin Hart is today. One of the interesting features about Bitcoin is that it has like a multi-person signature. That is, these are people are completely anonymous to one another in most cases. Where, like, for example, somebody captures you, and they make you put in your code or some way they get you to do your thing. That's going to trigger a set of anonymous people that are going to have to, like, in a sense, agree to this transaction happening. And some of them are going to be people that are on your network that know you, that like may not be accessible, right? And they'll be like, on the other side, I don't know, in London, UK, I don't know. And they get a notification that says, Neema's transferring out all of his Bitcoins to this person. And they're like, nah, I don't think that's in his nature, right? Yeah. That doesn't sound like Neema. And there's 8 other fucking people that also need to sign off.
Yeah, they all disagree.
It is
It's fascinating.
basically impossible. I'm sure somebody, maybe some point, if they coordinate 100 different people and coerce somebody, yes, maybe. And that's still a maybe. That they can get it, but
so
probably
exactly,
not.
like, let's think of all the people, you know, in the past that have been, you know, victim to civil war, world war, refugees, genocide, you know, all those people that had to leave and flee. How do you take your wealth with you? You can't take your house across the border. You can't take gold across the border. You can't take nothing with you. You flee. But with Bitcoin, your wealth is in your head. It's a code in your fucking head. You could have fucking $100 million in between your ears and no one would ever know.
And or could get it.
Or
and
could get
killing
it.
you will do nothing.
Exactly. It'll just
forever be gone.
Be gone. Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's actually a
Sorry, I feel like
no. Okay, I want to
feel
add
like
one.
Neema's like half bored. Maybe we
Are you?
No.
Okay, I'll give you one. Okay, we each get one more piece because we're so fucking into it. Okay, I'll give you one real life example. Okay, there's a coastal city off Italy, I think, like years ago. I don't know if this is I don't know how recently it was, but it wasn't like long time ago, or like within like, let's say 2 decades. So there's these bunch of like super yachts, really luxurious yachts that come and they park themselves in front of this like front of the marina, and it's like a coastal city. But
it's Positano? Is it the
I
Amalfi?
don't actually. It might be. I don't actually know the name of the city, even from the.
It's very glamorous.
It could be that, and like so, the economy of this. Let's just actually use Positano. I actually know that one.
Positano.
Let's just say that the economy, for the most part, is now being ushered in by these like super yachts who have parked in front of them. Okay, but it's water. The water doesn't really can't tax it, can't do anything about it.
Right.
It's like so you have to. This is actually important to my point. So these boats come and they park in front of this marina on this place, right? And they go into the city and they buy food from the restaurants and from the grocery stores, and maybe they buy some hotels and they hire some people perhaps, or they buy drinks. There's lots of ways that they're interacting with the economy, okay? So they're now adding money to the economy, okay? They're using it and everybody's cool, man. Your restaurant's busy, I'm full.
Everyone's loving it.
Everyone's loving it. So the city's people get together one day, they realize, hey, these people are sitting in front of here. They're like, you know, sucking our resources, using our bathrooms, coming to our restaurants, using our this, and like they're taking away the view. And like we need to tax them for standing here.
They're like, bye.
Right. So they put into this bill, right? They put into this bill, okay, in like 60 days from now, everybody signs off. The mayor, the head of the blah, 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 the Restaurants Association,
I think
60
I heard
days.
about this.
For sure. It's a real example. 59 days comes. On the morning of the day enacting the tax, all of the boats just turn on their engines and they just drive in a different direction. Because guess what? This is literally a liquid asset.
Stop it.
So that's what Bitcoin is.
Right.
You decide,
Right.
hey, you want to tax me for this, for living in here? Nah, I'm just going to move my money somewhere else. And
Yeah.
you can't get into it anyway. So
Bye.
this isn't just like, so, okay, your idea of what government is today isn't what it will be in the future. And that's where I think a lot of people have the paradigm difficulty.
Right.
The shift of making the paradigm is you're not going to interact with what you currently know to be the government as it is today.
Right.
It will be something completely different. It will exist because
we still need organization. Let's
Yes.
just call a spade here. Yeah, I don't want to live in like a world where
No.
it's like,
Free.
Like
free
if
for all.
today
Yeah.
the government of Canada just like didn't exist, like no, like I probably wouldn't want that. That's not such a
we
great
just
thing.
need to be a little smaller,
And-
less overreaching.
And I think smaller actually for me means two things, not just less overreaching, but I also think it's gonna be more
Specific.
it'll be more municipal based. It'll be more
localized.
localized.
Right.
The idea of a nation state, I don't know if some people are familiar with that vernacular, but like
Yes.
a country,
Yeah.
a nation of whatever. Okay, so I feel like that idea is going to start to either diminish or evolve into something less.
That's
Yeah,
so
it should.
interesting. That's so interesting and so true because money does change how we relate to one another. It really does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
one
good
more.
idea.
Okay, the top four banks. I'll finish this stat because I'm like a sports. Okay, in 2019, the top four banks in the U.S. collected $8 billion in overdraft fees.
I can't with these
Holy
freaks.
fuck.
So just hear me out, okay? So
That's insane.
somebody did like a forensic accounting deep dive on this and said, okay, why? Why are so many people defaulting or running into this issue? What they noticed was that most people are having problems because of the accessibility of it. There's two reasons, two main reasons. One of them is, let's say you have $19 in your bank account, but you're hungry and you can't go and take out a $20 bill. It's inaccessible to some degree. Yes, you could use debit, but there's some, there's other considerations to make. The other problem is because of the fees and the accounting complexity, people are not getting paid at the end of every day. You're getting paid every 2 weeks, sometimes lower than that. So it's not necessarily the person is bad with their money. It's that they don't have the opportunity to say when they want their rent to come out and when they want this to come out and when they want, even though I'm getting paid tomorrow.
Yeah.
So what they start doing, they start building into their budget the overdraft fees because of the timeliness of their their income. But with Bitcoin, I can just pay you exactly the fractional amount of seconds, even seconds that you worked. Forget
Yeah.
about minutes and hours. I can go
Yeah.
right down to the second.
Yeah.
And I can give it to you right at the end of the day because guess what? There's no processing fee. There's no bank that needs to say, okay, and now I need to, you see what I'm saying? No checks need to get cut.
Nothing.
This isn't like necessarily a problem of people being stupid.
Right.
This is a problem of circumstance in a lot of places. And something you said earlier that I wanted to touch on that I'm glad I'm remembering right now is that zip code is probably the best, but also the number one predictor of your wealth.
Yeah, it's sad.
Because your frame of reference of what you think is possible, which is sure in a money making way in the current system, also a problem, but also in the standpoint of you even understanding money in the first place,
Yeah.
then understanding Bitcoin to replace that idea,
Oh.
and you live in Scarborough, Ontario, and like the hard parts of it where I also grew up. So I'm saying that from
Yeah,
experience,
yeah.
not to shit on people. Or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
live in
yeah.
South Central LA or whatever examples in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. You don't have the frame of reference of even, first of all, how to make money. Because there's this
of
saying
course.
that says poor people spend, middle people save, and the rich people invest,
Own or something.
own, invest, whatever. Like, because your frame of reference of what money is, what you should do with it, what it can do for you.
No one knows because no one gets taught that stuff.
Exactly.
And to her credit, it's by design.
Yeah, it is by
So
100%.
that's why George Washington, I think, said, if people understood what money was, there would be riots.
Henry Ford said it.
Henry Ford, thank you very much. Riots the next morning.
If they understood the banking system, there
There'd
would
be
be
riots.
riots. That would be the.
They will
yeah.
fucking
surprised it
burn
hasn't gotten to
Utica
that
to the
point yet.
ground.
But it's here's the interesting thing though, is that I honestly hope this doesn't happen, but there's one of two ways that, this has an outcome is either through revolution or war. This is how, I hate to say it, money, long-term debt cycles, currency collapses. This is how they end. And when people have when you have nothing to lose anymore, and the cost of living is through the roof and taxes are through the
What
roof
am I
and
living for?
people are put like they're in between like a rock and a hard place. It's like, what do you want people to do? Right. And then they snap out and, we're very lucky here in the West. We can't even, our brains are like, oh, that would never happen here. And it's like, well, once upon a time, the British Empire was, the sun never set on that shit. And look, what's up?
Yeah.
It's actually funny because I make the example like, who else thought that? The Romans.
Yeah.
The Greeks.
Yeah.
The Persians.
yeah.
Shall I keep going?
Yeah.
And I think Brett Weinstein very adeptly said we confuse rare with impossible. You read about it in history books thinking this was a bajillion years ago.
It's so far removed.
How could it happen
Yeah.
to me? And then beneath
Right.
your eyes, you're like,
Oh.
oh, a year ago, have I said to you, yo, you need to have the proof that you had these 2 vaccines to get on an airplane, you would have said I was a conspiracy theorist.
Oh my
Not
God.
you, I'm saying.
No.
but
Like
somebody, right?
Yeah.
If I had
Mhm.
said, a year from, you couldn't enter a store without wearing a cloth or whatever, a mask
Yeah.
on your face, you would have been like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But
I don't wear them anymore, by the way.
people, yeah, that's right.
I'd rather.
First of all, they're
not.
not.
I
really-
just go
yeah.
in and
They don't say anything.
nobody says
What's
anything.
up?
Really?
And if
What's
somebody
up?
says something, I'm like, oh, I'm exempt. And they go, okay. Because
Yeah.
it's not a law.
I know.
This is gonna get
This
dropped.
is-
I'm optimistic personally, but I think it's. gonna,
I want to leave on this. You can't comply your way out of tyranny, though. So
You can
Um,
comply your way out of tyranny.
if it, people keep thinking, oh, it's just
Oh, right.
if I just
True.
keep on following the rules,
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Listen,
Good
guys,
point.
if this was about a virus, like we would not be chilling together right now. I'll tell you that, right?
without hazmat suits on.
You wouldn't be like if you didn't turn the TV on,
Yeah.
nothing
true.
is different.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
It's like, what's with the you're looking desperate. Like, what's with the constant fucking
I like that one.
That's funny.
don't forget it. You're forgetting.
Here's
It's
some
like,
more.
I
oh
know.
my God, like give it a fucking rest. You literally sound like my ex-boyfriend.
That's sad.
Damn. My brain.
They're like
Also,
COVID.
also, there's new variants coming. How do you feel about that?
Oh God, I laughed.
When you say new variant, do you mean like it's just like a new story they're trying out on the
Probably.
on the media?
I love that the
Omicron.
Omicron
Transformers.
from the
Assemble.
Decepticons.
Omicron.
Bumblebee. Oh my God,
And yet there's no Megan Fox. So
Yeah.
boring.
Boring.
why did I come to this fucking theater show?
I know.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
I found it very interesting that the symptoms of Omicron, whatever the fuck it is, are the side effects of the vaccine. I thought I thought
Super.
that was really cute.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was
Can't
cute.
wait to get some Omicron tonight. Then I
Yeah,
guess.
and see, and that's
Yeah.
why like I don't even like to make fun of this stuff because honestly, like the people that I love most in the world have taken it, and I don't want anything. God bless.
of course,
Anything to ever happen to anybody. This is not a joke. I'm not
know.
like I'm not trying
No,
to
of
like
course
make
not.
fun. Like it's anyway. But yeah, it's all carny, and I just can't deal
That's
with
my
it.
favorite word that you
Yeah,
use.
it's carny. Like it's
I'm surprised
just.
you haven't said it more this whole podcast.
I am so shocked.
pretty
No,
pissed.
because
That's a
you know
good
what? I
one.
had my Bitcoin hat on, and I just
I
like
know.
didn't
We
have time to like
I'm
go
sorry,
to the
no.
carny road.
No, now
Well,
you're card.
I mean, the show is called Straight and Curly. Sometimes we go curly.
Yeah.
Let's bring it right back.
Right. You know
'Cause
what?
I can go into La La Land forever.
Yeah.
I will be inside the metaverse's metaverse. You won't even, I'll be Inception,
Yeah.
6th degree.
I know.
Guys are like, dude, he's dreaming. Like, I got this.
Yeah.
Fascinating
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, but we need, voice of reason.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. What do you think about it?
About what?
Omicron.
Omicron.
I don't even know how to fucking say it.
Omicron.
I don't pay attention.
I
For
don't
me,
either.
it doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Like I don't even.
Yeah.
It's not a part of my day. Like I
Me
don't even
neither,
think
yeah.
about it. But
I
continue.
just kind of
actually-
see it. And I'm like, I observe, and then I'm like, oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, carny.
Move on with my day. Carney.
I routinely just breathe in other people's air
Yeah. I'd rather them spit in my mouth.
just to
be
prove.
honest. Yeah. I don't know. It's
I
like
think we could all confidently say that we've. I should probably be dead, like a lot of times. So I mean, COVID really,
no.
Omicron or whatever the fuck. Like I don't even.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Like if it's gonna kill you, it's gonna kill you.
I'm
And
gonna,
you know what? Like I'm not having the greatest time here anyway.
Yeah.
So like, I mean,
Take me out. Take me out to the
Whatever.
ball
Totally hate
game.
it.
Take me out to the ball game.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I'm okay. I don't want people to think like, okay, is this
Yeah.
girl all right? But like, like.
Who's really okay?
This is a tough place. You know
It
what I mean?
is,
This is
yeah.
not. This ain't fucking Candyland. I'll tell you that right now.
yeah, that's
Sorry.
true.
What were you gonna
That's a
say?
good point.
I don't know. Oh, let's completely off topic, but you're
Love it.
from you said that she's from Dudebridge,
I am. Yeah, my nonna and nonno live there. 37 years.
but do you live there?
I do. I live with my nonna and nonno.
How many espressos do you
You know what's shocking is I actually don't drink coffee anymore because it makes me sweat and I have crazy anxiety where I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
scary.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's-
it's scary.
Maybe
It's
we'll
like
get off the espresso.
Carnage
Okay, talk
just
to
comes
me.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
What about the peppers?
Oh yeah, no, I love the peps. I love all of
Salams?
it. All of
The
it.
sugo.
Yeah.
I read in a
So
book
no,
recently
Nonno's
that
amazing.
cheese is the way to a girl's heart. I'm thinking yes, it's inaccurate.
I do love cheese.
I knew it.
I do love cheese.
What if you were gifted
I'm
a wheel of
not,
it?
I'm not crazy about the dairy industry per se. I think it's
Oh,
pretty
sure. We can
cruel
talk
and
about
horrific.
nutrition, no problem.
No, it's not even the nutrition. I don't give a fuck about that. But
I also care about that. But the health of them is just,
it's terrifying.
it's slavery for
yeah,
animals.
it's like,
horrific.
yeah, I just was raped 19 times in my life and had
Me
all my
too.
kids taken away, and
NBD.
somebody took my milk, and oh my god, and they killed my kids, and anyway. We've covered a lot. We've really gone down some interesting.
Just getting started.
avenue. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just the fucking stretch.
Just
We haven't even been recording
just-
this whole time.
Just the tip.
Imagine.
My God.
Imagine.
I'm
What a
just like,
snap.
welcome to the first 6-hour episode where the first 90 minutes are just practice. Can you just repeat everything you said, but like 2x slower?
Just the tip.
It didn't have to be sexual, but you made it.
Yeah, I had to.
So how old are you, Ashley?
I am 36 years old. I will be
And-
37 in July.
That's crazy.
I was going to ask you what
Tell
month.
me about it. I
Can't
can't
believe-
even believe I'm considered an adult, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I
What
know.
kids?
Hmm?
What'd you say? My kids are an adult?
No, I can't believe I'm considered.
Oh, considered.
Yeah, I haven't gone down the kid road yet myself.
I mean-
They scare me a little.
No pun
Yeah.
intended.
Yeah.
But pun intended
Yeah.
also.
Same.
Was that a pun?
Because they're little.
Rain. Got it. I'll be fine.
Oh, that's all
Um,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you?
What's the question?
How old are
Age
you?
32,
Okay.
male.
ASL,
I was
age, sex,
actually-
location.
I was like Gina.ca would have asked me. Or ML. What's the other one? Meet Me in TO.
I don't know.
You know that one. You know that one.
Which one?
MeetMeInTO.com. It was like it was like
What?
you know this one too. You've been on it too. You
I
guys
don't
are
think so.
liars.
I don't
I've
even
never
know
been
what
on
that
it.
is. What is that?
I know Gino.
It was
but-
basic. Yeah, Gina. You know that one?
No, what is it?
It's basically
don't know
like
Gina
the
Gina?
Toronto version of MySpace
Stop
before
it.
MySpace.
Stop it. That's
Yeah.
so fun. See, back
It
then
was
I
literally
All
called
the e-towels were on there.
MeetMeInTO.com.
Stop it.
Like
Stop it.
All the e-towels were on
all
it,
the
too.
e-towels. It's like,
What
bro,
people?
meet me at Gino Hill
Yeah.
wearing flares,
Oh my
Yeah.
God. The
Diesel-
good
Martin
old
Seven Timmy's,
days.
diesel chain,
Yeah.
So much
Cutoffs.
gel that their hair is like a rock.
Yeah.
Parasuco jeans.
What was
Lucky
that guy? What was
7.
that guy? What was that guy? Ed Hardy?
Ed Hardy.
Bruh.
A lot. This guy, Ed Hardy.
Ripped Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Ripped it, bro.
Martin Seven Tims.
Stop it.
Bro, you guys want to go to Timmy's?
Bro, Timmy's.
I do, you know what? I got to be honest with you. I love the whole culture of it. I really
Yeah.
do. I think Italians are like
What's not to
That's pretty
like?
funny.
the funnest, most fucking extra. Like
It's very extra.
just like
I saw you did one of these earlier.
I can't.
Oh.
You know? Oh.
Ma.
Ma, what for?
For what?
For what?
Where
So-
you going?
So we were talking about how like the higher this goes up, the more
Yeah.
aggressive the
Right, right. Like,
you put your
are
whole
you fucked?
yeah. Bro, where are you going? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna fucking hit you.
Dude, what bag?
You fucking
Fucking Stugatz.
bro.
I do. I love it.
Take
all.
that girl to Timmy's, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Come on.
Take that broad to Timmy's. You understand?
You guys are honorary Italians. I want you
Really?
to know.
Well,
that.
Him for
Persians
sure.
are Italians, pretty much.
Just from the other side.
Yeah. Just over the
Well,
border, man.
I mean,
honestly,
yes.
it's
Just
the
a couple
same.
skip hops
It's a
jumps over there,
skippity
man.
hip.
It's all the same shit.
Skippity hip dip.
It's
Do you have any
literally the same
siblings?
shit.
I do. I'm the eldest of 4.
Oh,
And I guarantee like your followers know my brother because he's like the hottest person in the world. I know it's like a little weird to say because he's my brother, but
It's okay.
he's actually
I'll
like
allow it.
he's
He's a good-looking
beautiful.
guy?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
Can we see him?
Yeah, I think I've seen his profile
Yeah, of
before. He's
course
come
you
to my
have.
shit,
Yeah.
What's his
no-
thing?
Nando
I
Sirianni.
mean, Nando. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Is
then
he's
my-
like a model or something?
Yeah, literally.
Oh, he's actually like a model.
Like legit.
Oh
Like
my
he's
God.
like.
right.
Are you
fuck.
all genetically gifted?
I don't know. I don't know.
I started
Go
it.
ahead, flatter yourself. Oh my
Go
god.
on.
So wait, it's you and then this one?
So there's me and there's Brittany, who's
Brittany.
Brittany.
What an
How old?
non-Italian
Well, so
name.
because my parents are divorced, right? So my mom was, English as hell.
Oh, British.
Yeah. Well, no, not
Oh.
British.
Oh, not British.
Like Canadian,
just
like a
munch
caker.
cake,
Yeah.
yeah.
A caker, but beautiful. Like my
Okay,
mom
alright.
was like a fucking fox.
Wow.
Like blonde hair, blue eyes, like
Oh, yeah.
babe
Nice.
alert. My parents literally looked like they were out of a movie. It was like stupid. I
Wow.
was like, why are you guys this hot? Like,
Yeah.
oh my
fuck.
god.
Me and Brittany were born. And then my parents got divorced, and then my dad remarried and had Nando and Celia.
Oh.
And yeah, but we're all the cutest little pumpkins in the world.
That's cute.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
What a
Celia's
fun
our
Christmas.
Yeah, Celia's our baby.
How old is she?
She's 21, our pumpkin.
She's a little baby.
I know.
Pumpkin.
So little.
I'm 17 years older.
What about
Wow.
the
Wait,
third one?
am I terrible at math?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Good.
15, but we'll allow it.
I'm in finance.
Oh my gosh.
All right. It's okay. I
Don't
can't-
park your money here.
Yeah, okay. And Brittany is 32. And she's more Brittany is doesn't ever want to be in the public eye. So while the rest of us are all on the gram fucking cramming it 24/7, Brittany's
Cramming.
like, I will just
Sit back.
She's my spirit animal.
let all
I'm
y'all
that guy.
do
I'm that
yeah, let all y'all do it. And then she's like a fucking big wig and
Oh yeah.
digital production. She's like an executive producer. She's so boss. Like
Wow.
all my siblings are bosses. I don't know.
Sick.
Where
I don't know, kind of what happened, to me a little bit. kind of.
you hit your head a lot.
You
right?
were
I mean,
the catalyst.
You have to blaze the trail.
I was the machete.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I'm
You
like, I'm
blazed the trail.
fucking just,
That's
Got a
it.
couple extra hits in the head,
yeah,
Yeah.
just a few.
A few screws are a
100.
little loose.
So it's not bad.
alright.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but they're amazing.
But you make it
It's
work.
nice.
Somehow, it's
You go out
it's
into
really.
the public.
I
speak
do my
words,
best.
people
I do my best.
understand what
You
you
know
say.
what?
And
Not everybody, not everybody can do this, right? Public speaking.
Oh, public speaking.
sharing your opinion or your knowledge is it's very difficult, and I don't think content creators give themselves enough credit for the fact that they're willing to put themselves out there and even my brother, sometimes do people make fun of you? He's like, oh hell yeah. He's like, but I don't give a fuck. There's literally so much positivity.
yeah.
And then there's always a couple people that are carny.
Sure.
And it comes with the ground, right? If you don't got haters, it means you're not doing anything right.
That's what he always says, actually.
Yeah. That's facts.
But I'm scared. People hating me makes me upset. See,
Yeah.
and I feel
It's just-
that's
they're
a
just-
barrier to success, because you have to be okay
Yeah.
with people. There's people don't like fucking Beyonce. What?
People don't like Drake.
Yeah,
A lot of
are
people.
you insane?
My question to you people is, who hurt you?
Exactly.
This is my question to you.
Exactly. The only people that
They're
really
just sad.
bother me
They're
are
just
people
sad.
that hurt other people.
So what happened to you, man?
They're just sad on the inside.
Yeah,
It's all-
yeah,
They're
yeah.
just projecting it onto
Yeah.
other people.
100%.
It's very, very simple. Yeah.
It is very simple. I love how you keep everything
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
You don't get it complicated. Even your room,
It's very
you
basic.
don't have
have
literally fucking one
Nothing.
trinket.
One
I
fuck.
have 9,000. Do you want two of them?
No.
No.
I like to keep it minimal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should never brought you that. Never brought you that rose. That was dumb.
Yeah,
you don't even want my plants.
Two flower plants from me and my mom's birthday. So shout out to Ashley for that. Very nice.
She's like a girl just does so much.
I know.
Honestly,
It's this funny sketch.
What?
Girl
Just-
who just does too much. The guy, it's bro, you gotta chill, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy. That'd be a funny sketch. I'd
Right.
love to watch that one.
True. That's
He
funny.
just does too
Get it
much. Like,
going.
bro,
right?
it's not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
right.
Overthinking.
it's very
everything.
thoughtful of you. The sketch won't be based on you,
Sketch.
but kind of.
Name her Ashley, the girl.
I would love it. I'd be
Yeah.
honored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're making content, so that's good.
Content?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really, to be honest with you.
Well, I've seen you've been pumping out crypto videos and Bitcoin and all that stuff, right? So
Bitcoin videos, please don't call me crypto videos.
Don't fucking dilute
Don't
this
embarrass
classy
me.
bitch. Okay.
Don't fucking embarrass me and say crypto.
isn't crypto the same
Cryptos
thing?
are basic bitches. All right, you understand?
Yes.
They're those dumb-
Bitcoin's a Princess Diana, please.
Yeah, she's a classy.
That's good.
No, but I sort of stopped. I would do lives and stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I just sort of, I don't know. I kind of go in moods, where I'm I don't really want to talk right now. And then there's times where I'm you know what? I have 9 million things to say, and I just
Hear
got
me
to
roar.
say
Go
them.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to be
I'm an educator. I'm an educator.
It should be a job for someone like you who
Yeah.
just did all this talking in the
Yes.
past 2 hours
Yes.
for everyone.
Thank you.
But there is that
'Cause-
job.
What?
It's called Instagram videos,
Yeah,
making
well,
content. She's already
exactly.
doing it,
That's what I'm saying.
right?
But
you have listen, content creation, a lot of people do YouTube really fucking wrong, and they just make videos and put it out there for the world to see, and it gets 3 views. You have to be intentional with content creation, and I don't
Yeah.
think don't get me wrong, I would put out good content, but you know, it wasn't edited right and it didn't have the best sound quality. And like all of that stuff really matters if you're going to do this seriously. Like if you're just having fun and talking shit, like who really cares, right? But if you actually want to make like a living out of it, you have to be, you know, intentional. Like, you know, sorry to use that word again, but like I took a YouTube seminar and it was like, it blew my mind. I was like, holy fuck, man, I've been doing everything wrong. I was like, you know what? I'm never actually even doing it. You know, when you like learn too much and you're like, you know what? This is overwhelming. Like I have so much Christmas decoration. I didn't even decorate for Christmas. I have 30 Christmas Tupperwares. Wow. 30, real number.
That's a lot.
I have so much Christmas. I can't even decorate. It's like overwhelming. So much fucking Christmas. Like my sister was like, you actually have so much, it's not even worth it. I was like, it isn't. Like it's overwhelming. It takes me 2 weeks. So I was just, you know, fuck it. And like that's what I'm saying with YouTube. It's like, fuck
I agree
it, you know?
and disagree though. Like I agree because, you know, it has to be intentional and
right.
which means there will be longevity.
Right.
But I disagree because
tell me.
All the flashiness or like the editing and all this bullshit that you think is important is not that important.
Do you promise?
I promise.
Well, that's fucking stupid because now I deleted everything off my YouTube.
Why would you do that?
Because it was just me, a talking head.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You never know what someone's gonna like until they watch it and then they like it, and then they're like, "Oh, where the fuck did she go?"
Oh,
and also,
let me tell you,
don't forget that you know the quality isn't even up to you. It's up to the audience. The quantity is up to you.
That's the Gary V.
It's the Gary V. School of methods of Gary V. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me. Like
I trust you implicitly. If there's anybody I'm gonna fucking listen to, it's you.
Well, yeah. I mean, like that's literally what we've tried to incorporate into our own processes. Just putting shit out without worrying about what it might look like.
Right.
Like I've been filming on. I tell everybody this. I've been filming everything on this cracked ass iPhone for
You're the
2
best,
years.
Man. What?
But we do this to rob excuses from people. Not just for that reason, but then I show it to tell people, to illustrate a point, not to just like
no, but you're absolutely right.
People.
No, it's true. It's like it matters what you're giving, not all the fucking schlimble.
The lights are always some of my videos. Lighting is shit, or like I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Audio could be fucked. The camera might be blurry, but like I just put the content out, and then like people still like it. So
you just have to make.
Just gotta fucking make. Okay, bro. Like,
okay,
great content.
Like, can you see the wheels turning in my brain? I'm like,
but you know what? I'm gonna add this part. People like you, because there are others like you, because he's one of these people.
100%.
You need I'm not saying me, but somebody else to say, hey, you need to fucking go here and just do your little song dancey, and then shut the fuck up and move and get out of my way so I can do everything after that. Yeah. Which is why. Hopefully, when the stupid group comes to full fold, we're just going to start scooping people up like free Bitcoins and just being like, all right, you go through the machine. We wash you nice. You get to do all the things you get to do because and this is purely just my guess, and you can stop me if I'm wrong, but you don't strike me as like the audio visual tech of the group.
Oh my God, that shit fucking makes me nervous.
So you got fucking this guy.
I get nervous. I'm like, editing? Like, what?
I know.
No, I can't.
Right. So
I can't.
And it's like unreasonable.
Like this shit you have here, I'm panicking looking at this. I'm like, I could never start a podcast. Like, what's this soundboard?
Listen, I don't even know how to do this shit. I just show up and I talk. Yeah. And then he does all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're very lucky. You're blessed.
Yeah, I am.
You guys have a very beautiful brotherhood.
Well, I appreciate
very
that.
beautiful.
That's very nice of
you. Yeah, we've worked very hard to get to this point.
Well,
and it's only
had to call each other out a lot to get here.
Oh fuck! Even
I heard an amazing quote. Your life is the quality of your life is directly related to the amount of difficult conversations you're willing to have.
He always says that.
Thank you very much.
Always says that.
So I'm so glad somebody finally.
So it's amazing that you guys have had that opportunity to. A lot of people can't have difficult conversations, and it ends up fucking them in the end, and then they get resentful and carny, and they act out and. It's like, why didn't we just talk about this as it was happening, right?
Yeah. Resentful, 100%. You get contempt, and then
it's never good. Done. It's never good.
Relationship's over.
So true.
So like, look at this. This is a well-oiled machine now. You guys like honor one another's strengths and weaknesses, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
We have an amazing group of people around us. Our direct team, of course, but then the people around that don't play like a technical role, but are still just they give me love because they're my parents or whatever, right? Or our doggy.
Oh, I do. I love your family.
The people around.
I like literally send like voice clips of Neema crying sometimes.
Oh my God. Legit fucking with Callie too. She's losing it.
Yeah, she's
I'm like on the floor. Like,
cripple lobster
Yeah,
tail
like
thing
lobster
all over
claw.
again. Just cerebral
She d-
palsy stage.
I you don't know how she is with her dog, but it's like so. You know when something's like
you just,
so
like, lose
addicting
reason?
to like listen to or watch.
Oh my
and
god.
you just can't take your eyes off. Yeah.
Oh my god.
just-
See, this is what should be on the internet. This is it.
That's how she talks
That's
to
how
her
I
On
talk
the
to her.
dog.
internet. You
It's
know what? You need a
hilarious.
fucking person to make a animated show around your.
So chaotic. We just need
It
to
is.
put it
It's
into art.
I know.
fucking yes.
It's all
Somebody
chaos.
please just fucking big bang me over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Bring
gonna do it. We're gonna make it
Adderall
happen.
and tequila. And,
Yeah.
and
Tequila is
and
my
Tony
drink of
Robbins
choice.
and let's fucking
Adderall, tequila, and Tony Robbins.
Tequila is my favorite too.
Bring
Tequila's my
Oprah.
favorite. I love it.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
good
it. I
vibes.
just drink it straight from the bottle.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a good idea.
I don't even do,
Do you like-
salt and lime and all
No,
that
fuck
crap.
that. Yeah.
kind of music you into?
Everything. I love everything. If it sounds good in my eardrums, I really don't care.
Should be a fun concert.
For sure.
Like let's go to
Concert
house.
party.
Let's go to house. Not house party. Like in a house. Like house music party.
Yeah.
Just fucking
And
rave.
I'm in
just
it.
two-step Tony the whole
Yeah.
night.
Fuck it.
That's all I did for 6 hours the other night when I went.
Yeah.
Just literally for 6 hours.
Legit.
Two-step.
But you need
I
it.
lived there.
Yeah.
You need it.
What's
Yeah.
not to like?
Exactly.
Gotta
Guys
fucking
playing
move your
fucking
body.
ripping music. I'm drinking tequila.
That's it.
Oh
What's
my
most not
god.
to like?
And I've learned my
Fat
limit
one,
to
too.
play within it. Like I finally stopped getting like blackout wasted, scary, where I'm like crying and
wasted.
screaming. Yeah, it's like scary. I once got so wasted I went and seen Rihanna. I don't. It's just
my
shame
God.
because I don't remember seeing
Wow.
Rihanna. I was like at her concert, but like
Jesus,
can't remember.
That's hilarious.
And then I went to Pizza and
Now we're
demanded a tray of fettuccine alfredo, and I ate it with my hand.
What the fuck are you talking
It's like-
about?
it's like-
Nightmare.
it's
And then I ordered
hilarious.
7 separate slices.
What the fuck is
And
going
it
on?
was a
Wow.
pizza in my building. And
That's
so the owners knew me.
hilarious.
Like Noreen was like, Ashley, she's like, do you want me to make you a fresh pizza? I'm like, no, I want 7 slices.
Display temperature.
That's just
Okay.
me 4 years ago, just sober.
Right. This is just Tuesday
It's
night.
just a regular night for me. But
It's like, hey, Neema, what are you eating tonight? It's Tuesday? Oh,
7
yeah, yeah,
slices.
yeah.
7
Bags of
slices
chips.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I left
Wow.
my credit card there.
Oh, well, good thing they know you.
Yeah, they're like, she'll
Yeah,
she'll
come
be back.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see her
She'll be here.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
On Saturday?
I spent $55 at Pizza.
That's a lot.
That's
That's a
fucking
lot
for
of money.
myself.
That's a lot.
With
of
and
pizza
without
pizza.
inflation, that's a lot of
Pizza
money.
pizza is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Compared to
saying.
other pizza
Come
places?
on.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I've learned how not to go there. I'm
No,
proud
that's
of
a good-
myself.
that's a good
I'm
idea.
proud of myself. I've
Yeah,
grown
be
a lot.
proud of
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm
thank you.
proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Me too.
Just gotta keep it moving.
Well, I think that was
As I was listening to that story, it's like every word was like an avalanche of like, I didn't see it going here.
right. I like to do that.
So it was like-
Surprise,
I like to
surprise
do
turns.
that. I'm just jackknifing y'all.
Yeah.
Just don't know
I've
when
been getting
it's-
honey dicked all fucking show.
Same.
Honey. I've been getting honey cocked.
Honey,
What a fucking
cock
idea.
is such an
It's very aggressive.
It's a what?
aggressive cock.
Sorry, are you saying are you saying
Your parents must be
Cock?
so proud.
Yeah.
They can just hear
Yeah.
you screaming cock
For
downstairs.
sure. 100%.
Your mom's making a nice, whatever the hell she's doing, the pumpkin up
pie.
there
Leave
with
my
her
mom
cute
out of
little-
this.
with her little silver.
I know.
I can't.
leave that woman out of this? That woman is an
Don't.
angel. She will
I
not
know,
I know.
be a part of
that.
this
Yeah.
disgusting
Yeah.
I love her.
debauchery
I know.
that's down here.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us something about Italy or Italianism. What's like the most?
Italianism.
Okay, here's a good question. for you.
I'm gonna talk to you about my grandparents because they're a fucking card.
Okay, take it away.
They are a set and a half.
Tell me more.
So my nana like isn't really doing very well, and if for the last few years anyway, she's really gone down. I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing because their dynamic, like my nana and nano's dynamic, like she doesn't like move. So my nano's always doing. He's a butler, like
Yeah.
he's a chef, he's a butler, he's a PSW, like he's the shopper,
It's
he's
so funny.
What's PSW?
personal support worker.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
In my brain, I was like prisoner of war. That's not it.
I thought it was a
But
soccer
like,
team.
yeah, like he is kind of a
Yes,
POW as well. Yeah, he is a prisoner of war.
I'm not good at
Um,
numbers and letters.
And so my nana will like, this is her new thing. When she wants someone's attention, she does this. and she won't stop.
Oh, it's not like 4 distinct knocks. It's like
No, this is like I will do this until someone
No
comes
way.
and gives me what I want, and
or
then,
No.
kills themselves to put themselves out of their yeah.
please, and then
Because you live there,
yes, I do.
right? This is
That's
all
so
really
It's
coming
really
full circle now.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice when I'm trying to actually complete something and she's screaming.
That's so funny.
Anne. Nee. Nee.
What is going on?
Dami yogi. That's yogurt.
Which means, oh,
Get me a yogurt.
get
She'll
me or bring
Get
me.
me.
Get me.
She'll fucking eat 7
Get
fucking
me a-
yogurts a day. This
Oh
girl.
my
Describe the
God.
yogurts more in detail because I'm now invested
They
deeply
are
into what's
the
going on.
great
here.
value
Oh my
individual
God.
yogurt.
Oh, the little with the fruit in them.
I can't.
So- or the
Oh
sugar.
My God.
And
Why?
She
fructose
goes through
and
her
seed
phases.
oils.
That's
One
so
time
funny.
it was French fries and gravy. Like she has phases where she needs like a specific kind of food, and like that's all she'll eat.
She's going through her fucking menstruation cycle at 24 years old.
Definitely not. She's
That's so
definitely
funny.
not.
Mama, why is there no pasta or tomatoes in what you're saying so far?
Oh no! Listen, my nonna will have pasta at 7:30 in the morning. She'll have my nonna
What?
making pasta. My nonna has no concept of time. A night, day. It's like what the fuck ever. When
you
you just lay
serious?
there, no. When you just lay there all day, what time? Come on, it's all the same.
What does she do? What do you
True.
mean? What do you mean?
She literally
there.
lays there. She doesn't fucking do nothing.
Lays
she
where?
just in her chair, on her fucking recliner, and then I hear her with the fucking remote. And then sometimes it'll be and I go, so I'm like, Nana, what are you doing? I'm making massage.
Sad.
She's massaging her back by moving the
On
chair.
the chair.
She's moving the
my
chair.
God. Just get her a massage
I
chair.
can't. No, I can't even.
Oh,
with her.
wait. It's not a massage chair?
No.
It's not. She makes it one.
Oh, it's a manual massage
That's
chair.
hilarious. Oh my
But
God.
why didn't she get up and walk around a
She
little bit?
can't. She can't.
sick.
She's
Yeah.
yeah. She's 86.
Yeah.
You know. She's had a. She's you know. She broke her hip fucking 4
Yeah.
years ago. It was. Oh my God. That was
That's disaster.
terrible.
That sounds very painful.
terrible.
Jesus
No, my
Christ.
nana like has
Okay.
really been through it all. Like it's fucked.
And she gave birth to this whole lineage, by
Oh
the way.
my God! 4 kids, 12 grandkids. It's a wild ride. It's a
Mamma
wild.
mia.
Yeah.
What
But
do you
my
mean?
nonno
Oh,
makes her pancakes every morning. This woman eats pancakes every morning. This guy's up at 5:30 a.m. scurrying back and forth, getting
Come
espresso,
Holy,
pancake. But then sometimes it's not enough in the morning. She wants pancakes at 3 a.m. Then she'll get up and fucking smash her wheelchair into everything.
Oh my God.
And you're trying to sleep.
Oh yeah, no, I
How much do you do around here?
Oh my God, it's
It's probably
It's
super
yeah,
fast.
that was a sensitive
it's
question.
so
Yeah,
intense.
I
No,
know
it's
it
so
is.
intense. It's so intense, and I love them so much. Like, please,
Obviously, yeah.
please, they're, they're the king and queen of it all. But
Of
it's
course,
like, when you live with old people,
It's tough.
you see what is up.
Yeah.
You see what
I know.
I can't.
And what
even.
goes out. And
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, yeah,
all of it.
Yeah,
For sure.
All of it. Yeah,
It's a bit much.
Wow.
it's hardcore.
7 in the morning. What am I
That's too
doing
much
here?
at 7 in the
Trying to eat
morning.
my
It's-
fucking pancakes.
Trying to eat fucking penne
Oh my
pasta
God!
at
Or
7
then,
in the morning.
or then she'll go. Okay, she has so many sayings. She has so many sayings. I'm trying to think of them now.
The yogurt one was a classic.
Oh,
way to
Dami
start.
Yogi
Dami
is
Yogi.
like,
Bring me the yogurt.
or
bro.
portami aqua. And it's but you
There's
guys
water.
think I'm exaggerating with this like drag out like
Nasal.
nasal. It's like, no, this
real.
is how she said. When I do this for
Wow.
my family, they cry laughing. They're like, why are you her?
You're
That's
her.
so funny.
You are her.
Your
Porta
body.
mi aqua.
Portami aqua. One.
What's honey? Like honey?
One.
One.
She's going, oh, ne. My
One.
nonno, she calls him ne because his name is Ferdinando, right?
Oh.
So Nando, my brother's name, he's
Nando.
named after
Oh, okay.
my grandfather, and so that's how she always gets his attention. Is Ani, Ani. I'm like, oh my
Jesus.
God, woo!
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
they're
How old's your grandpa?
86. They're both 86.
Oh, the same.
Yeah,
Same age.
yeah.
And he's fine? Like he walks around?
Oh, he's fucking chilling.
He's zipping
Everybody needs to like take a page out of my nonno's book. That man doesn't get his feathers ruffled about nothing.
I mean,
He doesn't get involved with anybody's
this
bullshit.
is my guy right here.
you can all set your hair on fire, get divorced, move away, have 9 kids. He doesn't. His famous thing is, I don't know.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
About nothing. You understand?
Who am I? Me no know nothing. Me no know nothing.
This is. I changed my answer. He's my spirit animal of your family.
No,
your sister's
he's
out. He's in.
Maybe
This
you're a
is my guy.
combo.
Yeah, I'll
You're a
accept the
combo.
combo. I'll accept the hybrid. But I'm very
Right.
into this energy
Yeah,
of like.
yeah.
I don't know anything.
I don't
No,
know.
and he doesn't. If you
I don't
ask him how he's feeling,
I don't
it's
know.
okay.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
This guy's
It's like
Scarface?
watching a mirror.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to write
Okay.
home about.
I go. How do you like? You okay? How do you feel? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, okay.
Very chill.
Okay.
Anything
Mine's his
else?
business. Mine's his business. Does his garden.
Pick up the
Makes
tomatoes.
his wine.
Go to the cantina.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't
Cleans
get
dishes.
fucking.
Involved with
I've
nothing.
never seen him
Oh my God.
snap, lose it, yell.
Really?
No, one
Wow.
time I threw out a jacket of his by
Uh-oh.
accident, and he got upset. He got upset.
What do you mean? You throw it out.
Cook cats.
Yeah. Where you put him? I go, no, and no touching my stuff. I go, no, I don't know. I cleaned a lot of stuff out of the closet. I have it. They brown and they gray here. Where you put them? And I'm
He's
thinking to
freaking out.
myself, and I'm like,
Fuck.
it's in a fucking Value Village bag right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, it's like
gone.
I can't
You know it.
Yeah.
Can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's
Oh, Maron.
he's
Oh, Maron.
yeah, he's an amazing. His famous line is "Son of a bitch,
Some
Yeah,
of my
that's
bitch.
all.
son of my
that's-
gun, son of my
my
bitch,
bitch.
That's
I
all
don't
Nuno's,
know.
though. I swear
Son
it's all
of my
Nuno.
bitch. Oh boy, oh boy,
Oh boy, look at this guy now.
oh boy.
This
Oh.
guy, you know, Kami.
Yeah, he's a whole
Did
vibe.
you get on your case ever?
Never about nothing.
Nonna?
Nothing.
None a little bit.
What you say? Why you not married? Something
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah.
Of course.
Or make me a lasagna. Could be either one. Or
Yeah,
bring me
no.
the fucking yogurt. Could be
Oh,
the
Dami
third.
Yogi.
Dami Yogi.
That's my new one today.
Yogi.
Jackknife, Dami Yogi.
Dami
I got a
Yogi.
couple. I got a couple out of this one.
Dami Yogi.
I got a few. I'm gonna, yeah.
That's funny.
Watch me jackknife this shit all
Yeah.
around town now.
Fucking, I'm honored. That's wonderful.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe we won't come to your house for dinner.
We'll come to the basement.
It's scary.
Where-
Yeah, we'll come to. We'll bring food.
Yeah. Love it.
We'll bring you some
Nuts?
pasta and nuts.
No, having not.
You like no?
How do you Which of his videos do you like?
Oh my God, Bianca. That is.
That's the one.
She
Really?
Tells me.
Dude, that's the first time we've heard Bianca to that
Hell.
answer that question. Or I've heard.
Yeah.
Let me
No,
clarify.
she is something.
Not that it's not good, I
She
just-
is
Dumb bitch.
something fucking else,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. You relate to
She
that.
is.
Crazy
She is
bitch.
every girl, and I'm sorry, and I know the girls probably gonna be like, "No, I'm not."
But you are.
Man.
But like, kind of deep down, like you kind of are, though.
It's me
Yeah.
over here quietly.
Exactly.
Matchy.
Yeah, but that's none of my business,
Hit them with the Kermit. There it is. That was a side profile Kermit right there.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bianca's nice.
Bianca's
What
incredible.
who else is on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh, Luca Moreno.
Bro.
I can't.
That fucking
I can't.
that fucking shit.
I cry.
fucking
I
mark.
cry. I cry by myself in bed watching it in the dark.
Because you know people like that.
Everyone she knows
Yeah,
is
and
that
you
guy.
nail it. Like, but that's the. It's not. It wouldn't be what it is if he didn't get all of it. Like
Little
it's like the
nuance.
whole
Mhm.
the fucking pencil in the ear.
Yeah.
I can't.
Headband.
The fucking
The
windbreaker.
Puma jacket is iconic.
The Puma jacket. I can't
Bro,
get
headband.
are
behind
you,
that.
bro? Are you? What did you say,
Bro,
Bro, are you
Bro,
a
are you a
broad?
broad?
Are you a broad? I
Bro,
Yeah,
It's
in the
so,
classroom,
I
of all
can't.
places.
Like, yeah, like he's a teacher. He's like calling like 11-year-olds out.
fucking Bruno, bro.
You know what I mean?
Bruno's always getting involved.
Fucking Bruno, bro. What a mark.
The gold chain fucking
it.
hang out. I'm such a
Always.
sucker for that shit. I do.
Yeah,
I
and
love
the
it.
headband. too.
Damn.
I do. I love it.
Yeah, that's fun.
They're heartbreakers, real life Lucas, though.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful
They're
with these
dangerous.
slippery
They're the worst.
bastards.
Oh, they're fucking slippery.
you hair gel.
Oh,
fucking
They're actually very
slippery.
toxic. They're very toxic.
Ah,
Stop going to the gym. Enough already with the 7 days a week.
when you were
Curls
Bianca,
for the girls.
Bro, you
when
don't
you
do
were
construction.
Bianca, yeah, bro. Oh, Where do you work then?
Yeah, where do you work?
Where the fuck you work?
What do you
huh?
mean? What do you mean food basics?
What are you, a fucking broad?
Yeah, what are you, a broad?
Are you a broad? You a fucking cashier? You
Yeah.
loser.
Bro, you need to do your nails?
Your nails.
Oh, like when you said like that
good.
thing about Bianca when she was like,
It's hard.
it's so toxic, but it's fucking hot.
Yeah. It's like, why is that hot? Oh my god.
Grabs her cheek.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Am I
oh my
bad?
God,
Is
this
that bad?
It's bad. It's
I literally can't.
literally
No, I'm literally
done.
done. No, I'm literally done.
I'm literally done. It's too much. Like you just
Every
nailed it.
girl
It
at
is.
1:40 a.m.
It is.
on
Yeah.
King Street
Yeah.
It
Who needs
is.
pizza?
in front of Pizzaiolo
Yeah. Or a hot dog stand.
or hot dogs or arguing with the
mustard?
Mexican.
I need mustard.
Is it gluten free? No, bitch.
That
It's
is
not.
pig dicks. No,
Pig
you don't
dicks.
need to
It's
worry
not
about gluten
gluten-free.
right now.
Yeah.
Gluten is
Eat-
at least your fucking
Look
worries.
at your makeup.
Eat the
You got
fucking
bigger
pig.
problems than gluten.
I know. Clean yourself
Your
up.
mascara's running.
Yeah. Stop crying.
Oh my god! Like I would.
I
just
just
like,
don't get
I
it.
would
You know
just,
who I'm
like,
talking
don't know.
about. You know.
N-
You know.
no,
You've been that girl.
I was her.
You are
Never
that.
mind. I'd just cry for
What's
no
your,
reason.
What's your late night food? Tell us the truth.
I don't have late nights.
You're
Yeah,
ever?
she sleeps early.
I got-
No,
I'm
then you're
like-
18. After you leave like Richmond.
Oh, burrito,
Oh,
yeah.
wrap. I loved a nice wrap from Pita Pit.
Street meat.
Fuck.
Oh fuck.
I'm not really like into that street
It's like not
meat.
good for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to like be somewhat healthy after like I just destroyed my body with alcohol. Yeah. What about you? What's yours?
I'll eat anything, to be honest. Anything's available, I'm eating it. Mhm.
Fucking cereal bar.
I
piece
swear to
of
God.
gum.
Yeah, not gum. Gum's not food.
You said you'll eat anything.
That's edible. That's digestible.
Okay, fine.
I could go a multiple different directions.
It depends what's open. You know
What's
what I
open.
mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's, what's available.
I mean, I'm interested in all kinds of burgers. Let's just start it out, okay? Real nice, simple. Listen, I could be. You don't have to twist my arm. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm down.
right.
I'm very interested in things that I can pick, like fries.
Like a nice Harvey's burger. Oh, sorry, you meant
my God,
pick
Harvey's
like it's.
burger.
Oh my god, chronic. I thought you meant you could pick your fucking
me.
your toppings. That's
Yeah.
what I thought you
Oh,
meant.
okay.
That
Well,
too.
we can explore that adventure as well. I was saying
Okay.
pick
Like
like
pick food, yeah.
yeah, like fries.
Yeah,
nuggets,
like a popcorn.
Popcorn.
Ooh, I love
matzo
nuggies. I love
sticks.
Chicken
nuggies.
nuggies?
Chicken nuggies.
Oh, fuck.
Chef's kiss for that one.
Yeah, hash
Excellent.
browns. Tater tots.
I could also equally go in a more complex direction.
Okay.
Maybe there's a little rice. Maybe it's a burrito bowl that's like in a bowl, right? Like a burrito bowl.
Okay.
Maybe I'm
Burrito
thinking
nice.
maybe a shawarma,
Man, you're forgetting about like
mixed meat, chicken, beef, maybe beef lamb, maybe just one direction.
We're gonna need to leave lamb out of that.
Okay, well,
Disgusting.
what about garlic sauce and hot sauce? Maybe a little hummus. Maybe you're interested.
All of it,
Hummus.
all of it, all of it, all of it. Give me
Yeah.
all the
you're
sauce.
forgetting about like proper pizza.
Reet.
Like a properly
Ring,
made,
Yeah.
goes
not
the
like junk
telephone.
food, but like
Reet.
I would
Yeah.
do, yeah.
like a nice
Like
I
when
would do
I'm
weird
at home
things
and I've
pizza.
like I buy those like what are they called? I want to say Dr. Oetker pizzas.
yeah, the
No, I
frozen
don't know
pizza.
what
Thank you.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I add my own onion and garlic
yeah,
onto all of them.
yeah. As
And
you
it's
should.
just and onion's a food group for me.
Yeah,
like
same.
I
100%.
literally, if I could eat it like a fucking apple, I would.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
actually
nice.
ate some before I came here, and I was like,
So that's what that smell is.
exactly. I'm like, you know what? You're gonna offend everyone, but I'm like, too fucking bad. Like I gotta eat my bean salad. You know what
that's
I mean?
why.
Who I am.
That's why I'm so turned on right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Raw onion.
Ha. That's where I got lost in the conversation, by the way.
You don't like onion.
What a bitch.
You don't fucking like
Fuck
onion.
this guy.
Are you insane?
What a loser.
Hold on.
Your
what a
palate, his
fucking
palate
dumb
hasn't
bitch.
matured.
Let's
his
not say
palate
things-
hasn't
I know,
matured.
right?
Let's not.
Dumb bitch.
It's not.
I've been eating food longer than you've been alive. You understand what I'm saying? That goes for you too, even though the math doesn't make sense. I'm Bitcoin. I don't even know what that means. Who cares?
I'm Bitcoin, and
do
I've
whatever
been
I want.
eating longer than you've been alive.
There.
Okay.
Clip that for yourselves.
Yeah,
Click it.
bitch ass
I don't know.
motherfuckers.
I think onion is most of the time incorrectly used.
Oh.
And I also think after my own experiential experience,
What does it smell like? Sorry, it smells like pastries. Do you guys smell that?
yes, I smell it.
Is
Also,
your mom making raspberry turnovers?
That's
probably not.
probably not, but
because she's
I would
not
love
a
if that
Canadian
actually was
mom,
what she was
but
doing.
Sure.
is she making Pillsbury raspberry turnovers? You're like, not in this fucking
Not
house.
in this household. She's making some
she's
next
making a
level fucking
baklava.
herbs and shit.
But I don't
Yeah.
know about raspberry. She made baklava.
Probably
or
cumin
something
and
like that.
fucking paprika with something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
with honey. It's
So-
always honey and pistachios and rose water and
nuts?
saffron. And
And not
Oh God.
yesterday I made ice
I
cream.
was Persian in a past life for sure.
For sure.
for, you like nuts?
Million
Are you
percent.
into cilantro?
I love all of it.
Oh, you would
Some
love
people
Like I
like
love
that.
the culture. I love
It's very exotic.
it's exotic, it's
very
gaudy,
exotic.
it's
Yeah.
extra, it's togetherness, it's
Yeah.
loud, it's
Yeah.
loving. I fucking adore it.
You would love.
I
Persian.
made somebody's saffron risotto one time, and they felt like an act. They felt like royalty.
But it is. Saffron's very expensive.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's why I made it.
Okay, that's good.
We have
Signals-
like jars of it.
Signals wealth.
That's
This
how you know
tiny
you're rich.
little
You have
This is
saffron.
the Bitcoin of food.
Yeah.
Show is.
Eat up, baby.
What were you
Yeah,
saying?
that's why I don't know. What was I saying?
Sorry,
You made ice
Talking
cream
about
yesterday.
onion. I also
And
made-
onion.
onion.
So
Onion.
Okay, experientially, having now changed my diet so much from what I used to be,
Okay.
onions cool. Like
Okay.
I'm not seeking it out,
All right.
but I'm also not picking it out of food. But if
Fair
I have a
enough.
preference, I'm not gonna eat it now because I've.
What did you
learned-
used to eat?
I mean, I've been all over the spectrum range of diets.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
gone. I was vegetarian, vegan.
Yeah.
Also raw vegan for 3 of those months out
Oh
of
my
those 7
God,
years.
That's tough.
Then all the stuff in between, all the stepping stones in between from I don't know keto and everything around it and
Right,
whatever.
right,
And
right.
then what we do now, I guess you could call animal based carnivore if you really
Right,
want to
right.
scare people away.
Carney.
Right.
But through that
Carnivore.
experience, like actually the first time we ate onions, no bullshit, in
Yeah,
like a
that's true,
long,
yeah.
long time, like months and months. Like was
Yeah.
yesterday, I made pizza for like his
Okay.
birthday, but
My
like
birthday, yeah.
like
Birthday special.
still didn't go full dumb. Like we didn't
Right.
do white flour and all that stuff.
Right.
We're like, all right, let's do
Flour and
almond
shit.
flour. Let's at least keep it
Oh,
relatively
okay,
whatever.
okay,
But
okay.
we get like 80-90% of our caloric intake from red animal meats.
Okay.
And I say that's as distinct, not just steak.
Yeah.
Most of it is from liver, heart, organs, pancreas, like our organs of various
Okay.
kinds.
Okay.
And
okay,
fat. And fat is
okay.
there's
And
so
it's
much.
organic too. It's not like processed shit.
Right. You're not getting it at fucking Metro.
No.
As
Right.
whatever I know about Bitcoin, I know 10 times more on this just from the experience, not because I'm
Yeah.
smart. Like, I've also read the books too.
Yes,
but,
yes.
But the nutrition piece was actually, in a kind of weird way, to be completely fair, what got rid of so much brain fog and like added so much clarity that
Right.
I actually was able to look at something like crypto, NFT, et cetera, and be like, okay, I'm
finally
gonna
get
fuck
it.
this bitch up now.
Right.
Because I'm like, I can handle the processing power. And something
Right.
interesting he said a while ago, he's like, he was actually standing in the doorway of a thing and we were just talking. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but I just feel like I know more words. Remember he said that, and he's like,
I love
it's
you.
just like his brain was just like, I just feel like I just can say more like coherent shit. And I think that the clarity that he's getting, and
well,
we
food
are
is
also
food is
getting-
a big
Yeah,
is
totally.
a very big obviously component of our lives, and like
Yeah.
not enough
you
people
know
are
a
asking
lot
questions.
of people eat pure fucking
Ass.
trash,
Yeah, no.
literal
nonsense.
trash.
Yeah.
Like we've learned to fast. We've learned to like
Right.
go through the disciplinary of like,
Right.
can I make it 3 days? And we
Oh
can.
my
And we did
God.
72-hour water fast last year.
Jesus.
I did a 40-hour one. He did a 48-hour, just impromptu. We'd not even just like, all right, fuck it, we'll just skip lunch to dinner
I-
today, and we just went.
I involuntarily did a almost 3-day fast recently.
Yeah. And I
That
did it
was
with
sick.
solidarity just to stay along.
Yeah.
You
It's
guys
great,
are
but it's
so
like-
special
it's-
together.
Like, it's like the mental
Stop.
unlock is amazing though.
Right.
Yeah.
The freedom that you
definitely.
could just achieve, and like honestly, the parallels between food and Bitcoin, I'm not forcing it, but the sovereignty of financial freedom
Yes.
and the physical mental freedom that you achieve with
Yes.
like unlocking.
And that's where I feel
Yeah,
like
nutrition.
finance was so like when I went down that road, I was not prepared for it to have shifted and changed my life in the way that it did in every facet. Like I started to take care of my body, started to exercise, started to get outside. I
Love that.
started to disconnect. I started
that.
to value, myself in a totally different way. I've been like in, several like pretty toxic relationships that, once I started to wake up to like value of like time and energy and like,
Love that.
I was like, wait, what the fuck am I doing here? This
Love that.
isn't, I'm getting no ROI.
It's not what I deserve. You stood up for yourself.
Yeah.
Finally, sounds like it.
Yeah. And it's like, you have that thing where you're like, you know what? No one's coming to save me,
Yeah. That's fact.
Damn, that's
and
a deep
nobody,
realization, man.
and no one's ever going to love you or care for you the way you
Yeah.
will love and care for yourself.
100%.
Like,
Good for you. You're on
you
your
know,
own.
like what you put in your mouth, like Only you can dictate that, and it's the highest form of self-love is, I would say, oh, I love myself. But if you look the way I live my life,
it's just words.
It didn't, that was not a person that loved themselves. I'll tell you that right now. My relationships didn't look like I love myself. The way I treated my body didn't look like I love myself. The way I spent my money didn't look the way I love myself. So it was like, you can say that, but how you actually operate in the world, it shows up very differently. And it's kind of the basis for everything. So it's so funny that Bitcoin sort of took you on this like weird journey where it was like, oh my God, wait, because it's about sovereignty, right? It's about showing up for yourself and being responsible for yourself and not giving that power to everyone else but you. Like everyone else is in control of your life except for you. Excuse me? No.
No more.
No. My money is my responsibility. My health is my responsibility. Who I interact with is my responsibility. I used to think like it was just a happenstance of who I would be with or interact. And I was like, no, I let that.
Yeah. You chose it.
I chose it.
And what you don't change, you choose.
Let's get Anthony in here, shall we? Anthony Robbins.
Anthony Robbins.
Right.
Love that. I virtually have nothing to add on. I don't know. Because you said everything I agree with.
I agree with all of it. 100%.
Thank you. Okay, well.
He's been a proponent of me. I'll sing his praise for a second. Like just the actions of it. We feed each other, but I mean, I can't speak to my own. Like it's powerful to watch somebody else be in their power.
Yes.
So when his act, things that he thinks, things that he says, and things that he does are all the same. It's
integrity.
It's integrity, exactly, literally the definition. But also, it's very contagious, right? And then I do it, and then he does it again, and then.
Oh, I love
that's
that.
hopefully that's how it should go,
right?
And it's
like when you shine your light, you unconsciously give the permission to others to shine theirs, right? Yeah. And when you step into that betterment, it really does. One candle can still light 1,000,000 candles and not lose its fire. So I think that's a really cool thing when you live with intention and you live with, care for yourself. It's everyone can see it and everybody's like, hey, if they can do it, maybe I can too.
Amazing.
And that's sort of like what I wanted to, with my journey was like, I did not have this background at all. Like I didn't study money or finance. I didn't give a shit. All I knew was I love money and need it. That was literally the extent of my financial knowledge. For sure. And I wanted to, with my journey, the jackknife, my poor followers on Instagram, they're like, hey, weren't you in comedy? I don't get it.
What is this girl doing?
Why are you talking about monetary policy? And
but you unconsciously Gary V'd everybody. I'll come back to that. Go on.
I don't even know what that means. Yeah. Please come back to it. Yeah. So it's like I wanted to give people that I'm an everyday person. I'm not a bajillionaire yet. I'm not some fancy person. I'm an everyday person that took the time to learn and I wanted to inspire that in other people that if I can understand this, trust me, anybody can, you know what I mean? Anyway, what were you going to say about Gary Vee?
Oh, you Gary V'd yourself because one of the main things that we took away from him was somebody asked him a question one time in a Q&A and said, hey, Gary, I'm a lawyer, but now I'm really interested in real estate or something like that. It might have been the other way around. And he's like, what should I do? Because my followers are going to be like, hey, man, were you the fucking lawyer? Now you're talking about real estate. Right? He goes, look, I'm interested in garage sales. I'm interested in wine. I'm interested in advertising. I'm interested in media. I'm interested in New York Jets. And it goes on and on. And the point is, look, you're asking the wrong question because you're not even looking at the right way. This is who you are. Yes?
Right.
Okay. So the camera shouldn't be the thing that now changes the variable of what gets shown. You should be the difference, right? If that's who you are, just continue pointing the camera at your face or whatever context.
My mom was a very big proponent of wearing many hats in life. You don't have to be just one thing, she was a mom, but she was also, a woman. She was also a business person. She also ran a farm. She also loved dancing. She also, was a fashion goddess, but could wear sweats and have movie night and
this is it.
She was all of these things. And she was like, you have to embrace all those parts of yourself. You don't have to be just one. And I think people get really caught up in, I have to be this thing that I was when I was 18 years old. And I can't change my mind or grow or show a different, different side of myself to the people that are watching me. And I think people love watching growth. I think they love watching the transformation and well, I hope so anyway, because too fucking bad.
Of course.
Well, yeah. I mean, people get invested in your life too. So they're willing to support, especially if you're being genuine. It's easy to tell.
Right.
I think there's something deep within a human brain that can just sense like
You're the best.
like this person is just not telling the truth or they're not living. Like you can just sense it. You know, your intuition's so powerful.
Energy don't lie.
Energy don't lie.
It don't
More
lie.
people are just in need of trusting that feeling. And I think a lot of people go
Right.
against themselves, right? They feel it come up, but in some sense, they're not even aware that it's happening. They've already passed the considerations for like why they shouldn't trust that pattern of behavior. Why should they?
Right.
And just skip right over it without even recognizing like, oh, I just made all these assumptions, all these excuses for this person. I'm already at this point of like, well, why are you playing defense? Why are you trying to squeeze yourself into a box, right? And like, to your credit, I'm like a huge proponent of offense. It's a word that we use here a lot of like, life is an openness, right? Like if I heard somebody really powerfully say once, like every conclusion is like a death unto itself. It's like every time you decide like, you know, I like this person, I don't like this person. Like I like this thing, I don't like this thing. Like you're inherently dividing and closing off parts of the world.
Right.
Slowly, you actually start to die in installments. Kind of like you just keep closing doors on yourself and you keep moving. Oh, I don't like, you know, this kind of car. I don't like this kind of food. I don't like this kind of person. I don't like this. And most people might be able to write down 5, 6, 7 things that they like. If you ask them what do you like in the world, and they can write down maybe a handful of things, right? Where I'm not saying this to be like I'm special, but it's like
No, but
I'm
you're open
in,
to life. You're open to life.
I want to learn about everyone, everything they have to say, everything that they're now saying, and it's like did you mention Joe Rogan, or we were talking about that with somebody earlier? But Joe Rogan talks about, he's like, how could you be bored? He asked this question, right?
You can ask all my friends
how can
if they've ever heard the words "I'm bored" come out of my mouth. I have never said that sentence. You're bored. Are you fucked?
how?
Harvey Danger, that song, Flagpole Sitter. Amazing song if you guys haven't heard it. He goes, if you're bored, then you're boring. In today's world, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no way.
No fucking excuse, man. Even if I get out, then just go walk around. Like literally just go like outside. Just like literally
Wobble.
just wobble around. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
like
what do
a
you mean
carny.
you're bored?
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck you bored for?
Bored.
Bored. Oh. Why?
You're doing nothing.
What are you doing?
I see your eyes glaze over and like you go
Look
there.
at this. God.
Yeah.
Like you like fucking transform.
Yeah. Dude, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Like
Who
go take a
raised you,
drive.
Bello?
Bello, please, please. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, don't say what the fuck you bored
I
about.
know, it's impossible.
Go
There's
read a
no way.
book.
Do something.
I don't like
Yeah.
reading. Okay.
So bad.
Then can
Do
you
you
go,
read? You a reader? Yeah.
Bro.
bro? Oh,
Oh.
oh.
right.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Do you
Current
see her?
book you're reading. Book you would most recommend.
Oh my God. So a book I'm currently reading right now, I'm toggling between 3. So I'm finishing up Magic Internet Money by Jesse Berger. Amazing book. Bitcoin Standard by Saif Dean, and Blockchain and Bitcoin Technology and Intro by Anthony Lewis. So I'm always, depending on how I'm feeling in that moment, I'm like, okay, I want to learn from this bird's eye view.
I love that.
But I think the book that I would suggest everyone to read, ooh, holy shit. There's a lot. There's a lot. I think, see, this is where I get like a little like demented because I'm like, hey, but then is it about Bitcoin?
Okay, I'll be charitable. I'll offer you this. You can pick 1 top of the mountain and then 2 honorable mentions.
Okay, but are they fiction or nonfiction?
Dealer's choice.
Whatever you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
book
So the book Shantaram is amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Shantaram. Incredible.
Premise?
It's about this convict who escapes New Zealand and goes and lives a life in India, and it's fucking wild.
Fiction, I'm assuming?
I actually don't think it's fiction. I
Really?
actually
So
think
you
it's
think it's
based on
nonfiction?
a true story.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
crazy. It's like 800 pages.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's like you could read it 95 times.
Oh
like
my
it's
God.
not even.
Wow.
It's that good.
It's
It's
like
that good.
Castaway level.
Yeah, it's crazy good.
Okay.
And then I would say I mean, Nomad Capitalist really opened my eyes to a lot of.
I've heard that title,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Nomad Capitalist. It teaches you how to be, a citizen of the world, and move to your advantage. The whole slogan is to go where you're treated best. Whether that's your money, your job, your kids' education, whatever. People get very hung up of, most people are born and then they stay within a 30-kilometer radius. So we're,
That's nuts.
right?
What is that? Yeah.
There's a whole world out there, and all the wealthy people know how to, make tax jurisdictions work to their advantage, via citizenship and permanent residence and all of that jazz. And this book is really, really a game changer. If you just want something, like, it doesn't get too technical, which I really like. Like, it's not like, my hardcore nerd books that I'm reading that I just, so what are you reading right now? I'm like, Bitcoin and blockchain thing. Like, Nomad Capitalist is more of bird's eye view of giving you like just how big this world is and how many possibilities there are and what kind of life you could live if you really wanted to. Living a life with intention, right?
Love that.
Like, being invested in your life. It's deliberate. Yeah. You're not just waking up and existing and coasting, like so many people sadly do. And then, the Bitcoin standard is pretty phenomenal. Like, if you want to understand like the world, like how it
like
got
what's going on around here.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you a pretty comprehensive, like, holistic sort of, and again, in language that you can understand. Like, this is, these books are not in like,
Right. Like
hardcore,
engineering
like,
terms.
where you're just like, what?
Yeah.
So that would
That's pretty
be,
good.
yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah,
Word.
reading is awesome.
Reading is awesome. What about you? What did you love?
Man.
Neema, are you a reader?
Not really. I mean, a little bit, but
Okay.
starting to
enough.
do it a little more,
Love it.
but not really. I'm more of a
Okay.
visual learner,
That's fine. We all learn different ways.
or like I love watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Same.
could watch it for hours
Same.
of just different shit.
Yes.
Actually,
love
earlier
it.
when I said YouTube University, it's like loosely
Literally.
what we meant. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally just,
Yeah. It's fascinating.
oh, need to learn something? Boom.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Again, it's free education.
Yeah.
Like, I can't understand, like,
And that's even where, like, institutionalized education, it's going to be not a thing in 10 to 15 years. That's
Good.
why I tell
Fuck that
people,
shit.
I'm like, why are you
Who knows
investing
how-
in RSPs? Like, just buy your kid Bitcoin and be done with it. Like,
done
oh
with
it.
my God. this
People
guy-
just don't see that though.
Yeah, they
They're
don't.
not willing to
They're
see
not
it.
willing. They think I'm
They
joking. I'm
think
like,
you're like conspiracy.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
The
like,
thing is,
okay
like,
with your tinfoil.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming, I haven't read these books, but I will. Like, it seems like these books, at least like the podcast versions that I'm assuming I've at least had the intro to, tell you not to think about the thing itself. Think about the nature of things.
Yes.
Think about the first principles of like what is going on here. Like, you kind of do have to start at like, what is money?
Yeah.
And like I actually,
And it's like it's
you
like
know?
a journey. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. This is why I feel like people like have a hard time with like learning, is that they think they need to master these things in 24 hours. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, not
And they
even.
give up
It's-
very easily. Whereas like
yeah.
the first thing anybody in crypto specifically will tell you is like, you're going to learn a bunch of new words. You're going to learn a bunch of new terms you've never heard before. A lot of jargon. It's like, but that's like anything. It's like, man, the first time you want to go swing a golf club, you don't know anything
Oh
about
my
anything, right?
God.
So it's like the learning process is just such a, like,
it's
you
a
can't
beautiful thing, and
Right.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I was such a nerd in high school and uni. Like, I loved it. Like, my parents never had to tell me to do my homework or like,
Yeah.
are you focusing? Like,
no problem.
graduated as an Ontario scholar, graduated on Dean List honor roll. Like, I loved learning, and then when I hit adulthood,
I know.
all of a sudden you don't use your brain anymore, and you're like, wait, what the fuck?
We fall into like just
work.
patterns when
Yeah,
unconscious
and I'm
patterns
so
of like,
grateful that I found finance, that my brain was like, oh my God, here is something you can totally consume and become obsessed with.
love that.
And you can't learn about money and stay poor.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
No, honestly,
It's
As soon as
impossible.
you realize, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like,
I
you're
need
going
to
to be
do
rich.
X, Y, Z,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're going to be rich. That's just the way it is. If it takes
Yeah.
time, that's okay. Like, nothing good happens overnight.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just so fascinating that, like, to be on an everlong, like, lifelong journey of learning and like embracing that, and like, the day that, and even too, like, keeping your mind open, like letting your brain like accept new narratives or new information and changing your mind.
I think it's
You
such a
don't need to
strength.
be like married to like everything you think. Not everything you think is true.
I love so many golden nuggets
Yeah.
there.
You guys literally think the exact same way. It's
That's
crazy.
tripping me out. For sure, we listen to some of the same people.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Very, very similar.
Well, I'm honored.
Yeah, you should be.
as are we.
All right.
Thank
Well, Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we have to wrap it up
Yeah,
because
that's what she
we've got
said.
things to do. But she did.
She did say that.
Got to wrap that shit up,
You gotta
baby.
wrap it up. Bye bye.
Well, you know what? Time really does fly when you're having fun.
Yeah.
And to be around, such intelligent people, that have kind of minds and hearts that you guys do is really, really a joy for me. So thank you so much for having me. I really, really enjoy myself. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Pleasure was most
And we're
certainly
happy
ours.
that you're here. And would have wanted anything. Oh, Callie just barged
Oh
in
my
here.
God, my
Perfect
girl,
timing.
my
Hi,
girl.
Cal.
Hi, sweetie. Cal.
Oh, the doggy showed up.
Hi, gorgeous
There's a-
girl. Hi,
The doggy showed up. Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
All
Oh
right.
my God, you're
Okay,
the
come here.
cutest thing
Oh,
in the
my
world.
no.
Okay.
Where are you going? Where do you think you're going?
All right. Well,
I love her.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here.
I'll say thank you so much for
Hey,
joining
yeah.
us. It was truly a pleasure to meet you. And,
Thank you to all your listeners. I really
of course.
appreciate it.
Before we go, do you want to
Yes.
tell people where they can find you and
Yeah,
see more
I'm
of
pretty
you?
active on Twitter, which you can find me at. I think my handle is 99finance, but my name is Bitcoin Babe on Twitter. And then on Instagram, I'm Bitcoin Babe as well, but it's double I, so BIITCOIIN Babe.
Love it. You already have the branding down
That's it.
to join the
Exactly.
stupid crew.
There we
That's
go.
it.
There we go.
So,
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being so open.
My pleasure.
I learned more than I thought I was going to learn. So thank you.
Yeah, same. More than you know.
Oh, thank you.
Legit.
I'm honored, truly.
Yeah.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back anytime.
Thank
This was
you.
episode 123, Straight and Curly Podcast. My name is Omid. I go by Curly. This is Neema. He goes by Straight and Together. Of course, we are.
Straight and curly.
And we'll see you next time.
Amazing.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye. Peace.